biggest station in the world, playing all of today's hits. You're listening to Instinct Radio.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're now tuning into the very best. It's yours truly, Jazzy Fizzle, Fizzle, Fizzle. And this is Instinct Radio, man. Tune in, baby. Oh, boy.
What's going on? Good evening, good people. Welcome to another episode of the 710 of Slickville Show. I am your host, Jay Brown, a.k.a. Mr. 710, and we are back up in this thing one more time. Hey, I am joined today by, of course, my co-host, Mailman Moby. And we got a couple other new faces that you all hadn't seen, but you probably have if you're getting your hair done over here in Atlanta anywhere. But we gonna get to meet them here in a minute. Real quick, who I got to my right?
Jazz B.
We got Jazz B and Mario McDowell, and we got
Damian Flagler.
All right, and we're gonna get to know them a little bit more. And we're also, them hearts already going on your IG. Mm-hmm. We're going to get to know them. And we're going to learn how to go ahead and take care of our hair, learn about different hairstyles, different things to do with wigs, edges. You're
going to learn it. You're going to learn.
They can come take the class.
Right, yeah, you're going to learn too much. You're going to learn too much, but you're going to learn enough to want to come get slayed or learn enough to want to do something.
Hey, that's a check behind everything.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Because, you know, it's one thing like we see it all the time, but ladies don't want to hear that from us. Because we don't do it professionally. So we know what we like to see, but we can't tell you it. We can't say it right. And so, like, that's what we bring y'all in. Because it's just not going to sound right. Because I told Jazz, I was talking to her, and I was like, you know what? My wife said that she didn't think her head shape was appropriate for a hairstyle that I suggested. And she was like, it ain't got nothing to do with her head shape. And, like, she was like, real?
People feel like that. I feel like that sometimes.
I feel that way, too. And that's the first one. I mean, that's one of the first things that they do teach you when you go to cosmetology school is to learn the shapes of someone's face. Something that will be flattering on one person and it won't have the same effect on someone else if you don't take in consideration, you know, the neck, jaw bones, bone structure, things of that nature. That's why everybody comes in one look like B and it's like,
yeah, but you know, women be talking about, oh, I got a pea head, I can't rock this style.
Like
you can rock it. You just got to get a version of it that you best can rock. It's not that you can't wear it. Just got to make it.
It's not going to look the same.
It's not going to look the same on everybody, but that's why you got to have the right stylist. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what I say. It comes to the stylists and their skill sets, because a lot of people don't know how to take what you bring them and say, well, you're not going to look exactly like this, but we can manipulate it and alter it. Well, it'll be similar, so you're trying to meet them somewhere between.
Yeah, I got some questions about that, too. I definitely got some questions about that. But look, everybody, you all know how we do this. This is an interactive show. So if you hadn't shared this feed already, go ahead and share it on Facebook, share it on Instagram, share it on whatever feed you watching on. Go ahead and leave those comments. You know how we do. And if you get called in, if you have any questions, 478-569-6474 is the number to dial. This is the 710 of Slickville Show, and we got Jazz, Mario, and Damian up in the place along with Mailman Moby. Now look, hey man,
you slipping up.
Hey man, I'm getting old, man. You see all these grays?
Yeah.
I ain't got as many as you.
You should have that shot.
Where your microphone at?
I didn't have one, man. You can't hear me over there?
I can hear you. But
they can't hear me? Okay.
Is my microphone on?
Yeah, you
on. Mic check.
Yeah, you lit.
Mic check 1 2.
You lit.
That loud voice you got, you don't need a mic. You good.
You said what?
With that loud voice you got, you don't need a mic. You good. Sure. She let her crank up a little bit. Y'all see what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I was gonna roll off everybody else.
Brand new to this. Go ahead, Jay.
Pass the mic.
Yeah, all right.
Oh, hell no.
Hey, so look, we got a lot of good stuff, a lot of good information coming to you today. We also got some segments that if y'all want to participate, y'all more than welcome to. But you know,
why you keep looking at me though?
No,
but the way your hold to be the champion.
Right? Why you keep looking at me?
Because I gotta keep looking. I gotta keep looking.
Why
at
you
Jazz,
keep looking at me though?
Because Jazz.
So she must be one that's gonna pop.
Yeah, she'll pop quick.
Okay.
Tick tick boom.
Oh,
she's
so
already
that's
tick tick.
boom.
So she just boom.
Oh, she just boom. Okay.
See, yeah. And so we got segments called "Would You Rather." Also out the mailbag, things not to say after
the
sex,
sharks.
and things that got you in trouble as a kid. You know, we all.
Oh God.
We all got.
No,
We all got in trouble as
kid.
kids. We all got in trouble as kids, and so I know everybody got a little something for that.
Oh, what can I say?
Oh, so that's what we're starting.
Oh, you just
No, we're not gonna start that. We're gonna start with what we really.
You
here
just
for.
wasn't good though.
No, I was good.
You were good.
Yeah, I was a good kid.
How many beats you get?
I can probably count.
But
on
you know
one,
what? But
two
you know what's the
hands.
crazy part? In black families, it's not uncommon for the good kids to always get ass whoopings. I was the eldest of 5. I never really did much of anything wrong, but you sure better believe if my siblings fucked up anything,
You gonna get in trouble.
Right. So you called
You
them.
got a whoop for nothing.
No, I got a whooping for something.
Oh, okay.
You're going to learn to be a leader today.
Oh,
And so if
okay.
I leave, and her mind was, if I'm not in this house and you're the eldest, it's your job. Understand? I had a job as a kid.
yeah,
Your
yeah,
job
yeah.
is to make sure that my house is the same way it was when I left.
And if it wasn't, it's
And
your
if it
fault.
wasn't, that was my ass.
That's you.
Oh, hey,
That's
I
your
understand
beating for
that.
the day.
Oh, it's okay. I just got that later on that line.
I understand that.
Hey, I got my share. I already know. I wasn't bad though, but it was always look.
I was just
You was the youngest though.
I
You was
weird
one of the
things.
youngest.
Yeah,
You're pretty
yeah.
sneaky. Like, oh, yeah, like, no, you just
No. I used to just
no.
be chilling.
If and when
I
someone
was
said they were just
goofy.
I think she done
misunderstood,
climbed out a couple of
Yeah,
windows.
more like
Goofy.
and no one understood why you was doing that.
I used to laugh at everything, so even when I was in trouble, it was more like, really? I ain't that serious. It's like, I can't stand you more, so then I want to beat you because I'm making a joke out of everything. But I got caught. It didn't work all the time. I used to get beat.
What's up, my auntie in here? I see you, auntie.
Look at my nephew. Oh, look at
I
my
see you,
nephew.
AT.
This on the Facebook chat.
See why you got it? Why
Oh,
you got to say it like that? though?
Badly. Like,
Y'all go ahead.
y'all
and,
don't want to include us?
No, get it started. That's all good.
Hey, we in here, dude. Hey,
Jazz.
You know I'm so not social media savvy.
Exactly. See, it's all good.
I'm gonna do better.
It's all good. So look, let's jump into this hair stuff. Right?
So what's the name?
Hair stuff.
All right. So when did y'all first start doing hair? Like what first head you did? When was that? Do you remember?
I remember.
Oh my
the
goodness,
best way-
I'm
but
gonna
no, just that
laugh
quick.
so hard.
Because it goes right back to this. I'm just telling y'all about my childhood. The Elsa 5 kids, there's one girl. And so, my mom, Lord rest her soul, I love that woman to death. My mother, my sister has this is how her natural hair texture look. Dark skinned, chocolate girl, long wavy hair. And my mom would never let her go to the salon. She would always want to press it herself to keep the integrity of her hair. Well, my own dudes got too busy. So someone else had to take the reins of doing her hair. And my sister was my first press. And my mother, as mean as she was at the time, she took the straightening comb, put it on the stove, ran it through my sister's hair once. Understand what I'm saying? Just once. Tested on the towel and everything. Said, "That's how you do it. If you burn her hair, I'll fucking kill you." And walked off.
straightening comb. You old enough for a straightening comb?
So what?
You old enough when y'all using straightening
Dude,
comb?
I was like somewhere between 10 and 12 years old.
Boy, that straightening comb, that grease and that
Well,
grease
you know
hit that
straightening comb
scalp.
go
That blue
way
magic?
back.
Man, I used to get popped with that comb all the time. What? That
This-
comb used to be hot. It was just the
Okay.
steam.
Alright.
It's just
That was
the
the
steam.
biggest
No, it was
excuse.
the comb.
That was the
Yeah.
The
biggest
comb
excuse.
hit my scalp.
Well,
Period.
you
Sound like
alive.
popping grease.
You alive, so I guess I take it you didn't burn it.
Oh, hell no. Yeah, no.
That straightening comb go through their hair sound like grease pop.
I think I was about 11.
11.
Yeah, I was doing box braids and a bob, and I was charging $25. My mama came home and beat the shit out of me.
For making money?
No, because I had people in her damn house.
While she was gone,
Granny
you
ain't
know you
play
can't do that.
While she was
You
gone.
can't have no
I wasn't supposed to have nobody in the house, but I was in there combing some hair though.
You ain't getting.
Heard that.
Did you get like
so.
a couple less licks because you was making some bread? Did she let you keep
She
it?
ain't get, yeah, I kept it, but them licks wasn't worth that keep though.
Shit,
I didn't do it again for a long time after that.
Word.
Yeah, word. No.
What about you?
Me, well, growing up, I never really wanted to do hair, but I remember my first wig installation. I put on this lady, and I just knew I knew what I was doing. And the lady literally cried after I put the wig on her. She was like, "Oh my God, like what's going on? It's gonna look like this." I'm looking like, man, like, yeah, this how you finna look for a few days because this glue dry and it ain't coming off right now.
What you said? My bad.
It was like, but it was more like not even a lady. It was more like my friend. So it was like, dang, dog, I got you next time. I'm gonna get
Oh, you was test driving?
Yeah, I was testing them. But it was for a big event, so it was more like, dang, she trusted me for this. So, but she was still cute. We worked it out. It was straight.
What's up?
Look, I tried cutting hair for a little bit.
How'd that go?
I did myself first.
Never grew back, huh?
Hey, don't do that.
That's what I was thinking the same thing. I just
No, man.
I'm like, oh, okay.
It was a tragedy because I didn't realize how important guards were back in the day.
Yeah.
And so I just, my mom's bought me the
This is how I
clippers,
fucked up art, right?
and I went in the bathroom, closed the door, started cutting my hair. It's probably about an hour and a half, 2 hours later, man. I was still in the bathroom, and mom's came in. I was crying, yo, like I can't fix it. I can't fix it. I had to go to school the next day, and they dragged me.
Wow.
Did you cut it all off?
Yeah, it seemed like the thing to do was just shave it all,
Take it
like even
all-
Steven.
Not
Oh, you didn't do
completely
it.
off.
Somebody else did.
Somebody, she had to take me in. That had to be surgically fixed.
Oh my.
Not quite.
How many beatings you get? Because you had to go spend money to get the rest of it cut.
You ain't joking.
No, I ain't getting in trouble for that. The ridicule was enough.
The ridicule was
Lesson
enough.
learned.
That was enough. Yeah. But one of my college roommates did the same thing. Your cousin. Yeah. I ain't.
He on there.
Oh, he in here?
He in there.
To who? Call him out.
Oh,
Eric.
he is in here.
Eric.
Hey, yo, Eric. You remember when you tried to cut your hair when you said it was real easy because me and Terrell was doing it? And then you went in there and he did the same thing. And he was like, hey, Jay, you got to fix
Never
this,
again.
man. You got to fix it. I fixed it for him, but I had to show the rest of them.
Number one to the grain without a guard.
I told him, just take your time, man.
Just take his hoping he messed up.
Nah, I just told him to take his time. Like, take
Like,
your time.
just chill. Like, don't get too excited.
Yeah.
And he was hyped.
And so it was one
A
of those-
slow jack up.
Oh, yeah, it wasn't good at all.
So you already knew what was about to happen.
I did.
So you basically set Eric up.
No.
Eric,
I gave him the warning
set
that
you
I
up,
didn't
bruh.
get. I didn't get the warning. I gave him a warning like, man, it's not that easy. There's a reason why.
Did he take your girl?
But did
So
he watch
didn't
you two
take it
first?
serious.
Did he watch you two first?
No, he didn't do that.
Man.
YouTube wasn't popping like that back then. I'm old.
Well,
man.
you two
Yeah,
saving
we
a lot
old.
of lives. Like,
I want to burn YouTube down to the freaking ground. Throw the YouTube away.
you two saving a lot
Why
of
you say that?
lives.
No, man.
Dude, well, you got to be mindful that we work in a profession where,
Oh,
it costs a lot of money to get these
Yes.
skill sets. And then,
Yes.
it kind of hinders the business when you have people that, don't get me wrong, we want to educate the public. I'm all for that.
All
But
for
there's
it.
certain things that people should not be trying if they're not licensed, if that makes sense. And what happens is, and this has happened more common, like say for instance, if Jazz learned something on YouTube, or she just learned something on her own. She started practicing it and started doing it works out really great. And then she tries it on someone else, and it doesn't come out the same. Or there's something that's even more critical that's happened beyond that. I've seen that happen a lot, and it's more so, people don't think about the variables of what could possibly go wrong, and they don't have the skill sets or the knowledge to know how to fix that. And so that's why I personally have. It's cool to go in and learn how to do like a cute little style, but certain things I honestly don't think should be on YouTube. Some people, I mean, it's almost like you can go on YouTube to learn how to do open heart surgery, because they post everything on there. Yeah, and certain things just should not be. And if you have to be licensed for it, you should not be practicing it
Exactly.
without one. That's just my feel.
I fixed my lawnmower this past week
Because of YouTube.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand.
Saving a lot of lives.
It's saving a lot of lives, but a lot of people are on YouTube, and a lot of people do learn how to do certain things. If you learn how to do something and you want to implement it, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead, take your talents, go to school, get certified, get licensed for it. You know what I'm saying? Pay your dues. It's kind of disrespectful to the people that have went to school. Oh, Sally Mae, Department of Education, got to pay them fees every month, or every year to renew,
And
got to do the
Little.
continuing education. We're liable for that. So it's kind of unfair to the people that are actually licensed if we got a whole bunch of people that are not licensed out here doing or practicing the same thing that we're
And
practicing.
the people about that, and not like I said, it's not I really do have a gripe, but people don't realize that these type of things actually do affect the industry.
They
So
do.
right now they're trying to do away with having a Cosmo license. No,
Which is-
Oh, that's
and it's because it's so hard. Everything's about money. let's be very clear about that. Everything's about money, and it's hard to track certain people that are doing these styles or that are becoming at home kitchen titians and stuff. So the government's not getting their cut, if that makes sense. And it's really getting pushed. Like we had that big vote that went through. Well, they was trying to pass a couple of years ago, but they was trying to do away with you having to have a license. And people don't realize how stuff like that actually does affect, our industry, because you can lose a lot of education and a lot of jobs and stuff like that because it's just a free for all. Versus, if that makes sense, instead of having to be professionally trained for that.
710 of Slickville. Who we got on the line?
Man, this that boy EI.
Oh, what's up?
Hey, what's up, E? How you living, man?
Your hair grew back yet?
Y'all started talking about me, man. I had to go in.
Hey, man.
But it's mad crazy because Jason always made stuff look so easy. Everything, basketball, tennis, just sports he made up. Man, everything was easy. So I was like, man, I can cut hair. I mean, shoot, Jason can do it. I can cut your hair. No. It was a bad move on my part, man. It was a bad move on my part. I had a whole new respect for the whole haircutting game when that was said and done.
Hey, man. That was a funny day, man. I big ups for you calling in and, man, telling that little story.
I didn't get to see it that time either, man.
Hey,
Has
man.
there been a second attempt?
Oh yeah, I cut it religiously now. The problem was
I was like, he
I
good
didn't
now.
really listen to him the first couple of times, but then I started listening to him and then practicing when they couldn't see me and putting the hat on my head. So then I was good. So I cut mine and my two boys' hair all the time now.
That's what's up.
See, Eric has a method for everything. He has to test it himself first.
Yeah, hey, I know he saved some money cutting the boys, but listen, go get your license. So that well, no, I mean
that's
no,
different. I mean, that's
it's
him doing here.
different.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's different.
Cause there's some barbers out here that's trying to cut some little boys' heads, man.
Hey, but real talk, like if I got something to do, like I went to Jason's wedding. When I go to Moby wedding, I mean, I'm gonna get my hair cut by a professional. You know what I'm saying? When I go somewhere real professional like that. But if it's just going to work and back to the house,
that way,
you gotta get it in, man. You gotta get it in.
Hey.
I perfected it now. It's a science, man. I perfected it.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. I appreciate the call, man. I like how you said when you go to Moby's
I
wedding.
knew that was coming up. I knew y'all gonna say that.
I slid it out there. We finna get it right. He's still in the A right now. So he got to go and get him one before he sneak back out to Florida. Yeah,
I gotta get one from. Okay.
Yeah.
He over here recruiting online.
I hear you.
Hey, he likes spending money, so it should be easy for him to find one. He good. hey, y'all be good, man.
Don't start,
I'm
man.
listening to the rest of the show, man.
Hey, appreciate it, man. Appreciate the call.
Yeah.
Hey, ladies, I heard that he ain't married. Shoot your shot Mondays, 478-569-6474.
Wow.
Shoot your shot.
Hey, so just in case y'all didn't see this last one come in, we got Tiana. How you say it? Tiana.
And
Okay.
she done snuck in.
Just snuck up in the building.
Like a princess. Okay.
Go ahead, introduce yourself real quick, since we already know one thing about you.
Oh,
y'all can't do me like that, man. I'll take it.
All right, now.
All right, y'all. Well, I'm Tiana. I'm a hairstylist, of course, here in Atlanta. I'm a hairstylist here in Atlanta. Shoot, a little bit about me. I work on TV and film. I have a salon in Smyrna. I'm pretty much just out here grinding. So, I work on Love and Hip Hop 4 seasons now. I dibble and dabble with different people, travel, do hair. It's just my love, and it kind of just kept growing. You know what I mean? So it's been a blessing since then.
All right, so we asked them earlier. Do you remember the first head that you did?
Yes.
The very first.
I do. I do remember
How
the very
old was
first
you when
head.
that happened?
So basically, I have twins. They're 8 years old, and I was, I'm a stay-at-home mom, and I was trying to figure out a way to come up with some extra coins. So, the best friend was like, why don't you do hair? Your hair be cute all the time, So I was like, well, that ain't really my thing. I don't really know how to braid. I don't know how to do stuff like that. And she was like, man, you could practice, you can get, some quick coins that way. So I was like, all right, cool. And of course, you can do me first, your friend want to get that free hair.
She want that free.
Yeah, once I did that, posted it to Facebook, because, Facebook was, of course, bigger than Instagram back then. Yeah. And it just kept rolling, and that's pretty much how I started. That's how I got my hands into hair, just like that.
All right, that's what I'm talking about. So at what point did y'all realize like this is gonna be my moneymaker? Like, cause LeBron was like, yeah.
Man, I thought I was gonna be a judge. Seriously.
I was supposed to be a lawyer.
I want to be an anesthesiologist.
She trying to put them under.
Put a sleeve.
But it's crazy part
I
no.
want to put a sleeve. Just make them.
That's why she got them shades on. She trying to put them in the sleeve.
But that's so
all
weird.
I
Every
want.
hairstylist I've ever met, it seems like being a hairstylist was never that dream job of having it.
I mean, it was a talent I always had, but I never thought it was something that, you know what I'm saying, would be my actual career. So I've been licensed and doing this for 19 years.
My mom, like,
Yeah, 19 years now. Yeah.
That's what's up. That's a blessing.
you don't even look like you.
That's all I was like, dang, 19 years.
Hey, we're gonna talk about those secrets a little later. We'll talk about those secrets a little later. My mama was a
It's the water though.
She was a stylist when I was growing up.
I know, right?
My mom was a stylist when I was growing up, and I used to always say, I'm not going to be like my mom. And ended up being like my mom. Like, I didn't want to do hair because when I used to get my hair done, I used to always get beatings while I get my hair done because I never stay still. She's pop me and stuff. So I was like, hair ain't for me. Because I ain't like to get my hair done, so I ain't never thought hair was for me.
I didn't think you could make any money from it. That's why I didn't want to do it.
Yeah, that's what they would say.
My background is actually in HR and management. I was a staffing coordinator and a staffing manager for a recruiting company, and was actually really good at it. But it wasn't one of those things that you wake up every day and you're excited about going to work. I was actually encouraged by really loving friends that actually said, you're pretty good at this, and I quit my job. Which this is when you say that you trust God, because faith comes at a price. And, in order for him to do what he has to do, you have to show him that you're willing to believe in him. And quit my job. Of course, no money now, because it's everything that you got now, you got to save up for people because you have no job. Right. I found the mentor that I can work with. Miss Sharonda O'Daniel. And my first paycheck at this salon that I was working at as her apprentice, I made $15. And for about a month, there was a hard time. $15, I'm being so serious.
Boiling.
After that, it was $30 a week, and all I kept on thinking was, you did the dumbest shit in history. You got to be the biggest fool on the planet. This earth. My mom, when I tell you that woman went ballistic, she said, you literally walked away from a career to just go play.
Hey.
That's all she was, just to go play in some hair. And look at you now. And so, Hair to Go Salon, they used to have $18 washing set on Mondays. And that's how I used to make money.
I don't know about that.
And just do those washing sets. And my goal was to try to get at least, 10 heads a day. I mean, 10 heads because they only did on my dad. Get at least 10 heads, so that was $180. That was better than the $30 that I was making. Went from that to doing brows and makeup. I don't know how to do makeup. Doing brows and makeup, but women liked that. I don't know if they thought I was cute or if they really did like it. But I was just playing with, just trying to make a little couple dollars.
You a man, so they like anything a man do on them. They don't care. They don't care. As long as you a man and you playing on them.
I was gonna ask about that.
They can be jacked. You can be jacked up, girl. He did me, boo.
To cut the story short, went from there. I started quitting. I said I'm gonna see this through, pass out flyers, put myself out there. The next week turned to $200. That week turned to $400, and then before you know it, I'm
look at you
12
now.
above a week. And so it's like it took a little time, but it was worth it. And this craft is a lot for me to like. I literally have seen so much of the world, and it's because I do hair. And so I never perceived that, curling some hair would do that. People actually. Well, I go say, but people.
But
do
you
not
know
do hair
what?
for a living.
Me coming up, like I used to go to the salon and the barbershop. We like idolized. Like Stylist was like we was popping back then. Like you sitting there, you be like, damn, what's she doing? And she curling some hair, man. I want to be like her, but I didn't think I really want to be like her. But you know what I'm saying? We just looked up to hairstylists. It was just something. It was just so girly and just something to do. And it was just amazing how they used to twirl them damn Marcel's. I ain't used the Marcel.
You was bad. If you could twirl the Marcel's.
Trying to cool them things down real quick.
But no, you was really bad if you could twirl them and look the opposite way. Like you have the conversation, but you talking, you just twirl them like
Right.
They looking like, what the fuck? No, it was a thing.
What is a Marcel for all the guys in the
They know.
Old iron that you put in the
It's
stove.
a metal cordless iron that you will put in the oven to heat up. So it was not
you gotta
electrical.
cool it down, because you just go get that hair, you sizzling all the way.
Right.
You're taking the hair with the Marcel.
And the whole place smoked up. I'm telling you. So
you
you gotta have your
smoking.
paper towel or your towel on deck.
You
know what I'm saying? That blue magic hair green.
That blue magic is. Burn me up.
And it still is.
Clue. Like no clue what that is.
I don't think I don't mix it in with some concoctions.
We don't. Well, that's where advancement comes along. You know, the reason why they wanted to do it with the Marcells, even though they're still effective, there was no way. Even though they did perfect it, remember they started making the ovens. They had the additional side where you can test the temperature of the Marcells. So that's why they would try to do it with them, because it was kind of really hard to gauge. You didn't know how much heat you was.
But they work well on weaves.
Yeah, they work extremely well on weaves.
And now. You was natural too. You got a nice little perm.
You still got a Marcel iron?
Yeah.
You do?
Mm-hmm. The whole set.
I got what? You got that Kentucky made, that golden hot. I'm going old school. Let me go ahead and check.
I haven't used
a golden hot.
Golden hot.
Mine's was good turkey.
Golden hot is real popular.
So Mario talked about getting out and passing out the flyers and everything like that, and with the growth of social media, do y'all still get out and pass out flyers? Do y'all still run up on people and be like
if I see people, I give away my card, like on my Instagram or something like that.
But you give people your Instagram, you're like, oh, what you do here? Let me see your Instagram.
That's what all they say.
That's your business card. Instagram is your business card nowadays. Like how you your work, how you market yourself.
But some people I run into, they'll say like, I don't have Instagram, so I'll have it to give. But I don't really go out there and be like, oh, I'm passing out cards.
But I would still advise people that if you're new budding, I mean, we've worked hard enough where we don't have to do a lot of those things anymore. But if you're just now venturing out and up and coming, I would definitely recommend it, because if you're on social media and you don't have that much of a following, it's going to be kind of hard for you. Be personal. People need to know who's touching them. You know, and like I'm not even above doing it myself, because people want to know. It's one thing to see pictures, but I mean, you're touching someone's head, and some people, especially ones that pay top dollar, they need to get a feel of you, and they want to know who they have interacted with them. Yeah,
they want to be comfortable. That's why.
Hey, the reason why I asked is because I remember back in the day when I was over in South Korea, we'd be walking down the street where the foreigners hang out at, and you have somebody run up on you and be like, "Hey, man, you need to come check me out."
It's effective. It's effective. I did it when I first started. I had them flyers ready. Boy, you couldn't tell me that.
Like, wait a minute, I had hair then.
When was the last time you went to a grocery store that had a barbershop beside it?
A couple years ago, it was at the city. It was actually inside. It was the city Kroger over on.
Wait a minute. Barbershop inside the Kroger?
No, beside. Well, that sometimes they have like a plaza, and then the barbershop's like on the.
I know
it was inside.
Inside.
Yeah, the one Cascade right there, the Kroger. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I know that's the only one I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's inside. Yeah. They had.
I don't know if I won't have around my food.
Barbershop.
Walmart got
that's Walmart. Kroger.
They be having barbershops too, though. In the Walmart.
Inside the grocery store.
They have it.
Jazz, they got.
And they got a beauty supply store in there too.
And
they got a beauty supply store. They got a. They got.
I mean, it's more like a little studio.
Boy, I don't get out enough.
I don't even.
You don't want to go over there though.
Over off Cobb, they got a haircut place inside the restaurant.
What? No, wait a minute. No, that's
okay. Come on now. Hair
inside the restaurant.
I
forgot the name.
That's what I'm saying. No, I be eating hair all day because I don't never get a chance to break. Like hair be in my food.
Grease. You eat hair. You eat grease. You eat everything.
Like I be having glue on my.
And make sure you shampoo your client's hair real good. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, hair and food,
Clients nowadays, they look at you crazy when you go use the bathroom. You can't sit there and drink a water.
Don't touch your phone. Don't let it beat. And you like,
they look at you crazy like, is you really taking a break?
That's because
mine know better.
I think it depends on the client, if that makes sense. Yeah, like some of my clients,
I don't
don't give them that lux because I'm charging a certain price point, and then there's some. I mean, we've been rocking for each other for a minute, so it's like, hey, they like the personality. I'm gonna give them the real me, like it is what it is. You don't want the I guess they call them the more upscale experience, but.
Who, clients?
No, some of them just want to be chilled. They just want to relax. They want someone to unwind to, be goofy, have a glass of wine. And then some, they want the experience. And people don't realize a lot of times, you ever see those hairstyles, and we see this a lot, or you probably seen it as well, hairstyles that work is somewhat mediocre, but, got the best of everything, and they making big bucks. And usually it's because they're selling their clients an experience. I know plenty of styles that can't do hair with shit, but when you go in, it's an experience, and they got stuff laid out for you. I tell you, it's like, going into Nordstrom's or up at Phillips at Saks, like they literally have it all laid out, and these women come out with these old school hairstyles.
It's about the energy, though. I feel like it's a lot about the energy. It's about the feel, the vibe. It's the whole thing. And
Definitely.
If people have a good spirit, people are normally attached to that. They rather come to somebody who they really confide in and talk to and vibe with compared to someone who they like. Dang, like you know what I'm saying? You're not gonna talk to me.
You don't want to feel uncomfortable.
Yeah,
That's basically like your resting day. That's your day for you. You want to go feel beautiful. Like a lot of girls when they come in, they're like, oh my gosh, like I love your vibe. You're not like snobby. You're not stuck up. Like you don't have an attitude. But I don't feel like, why would I have attitude?
Why do y'all perceive each other that way?
Yeah.
That's a woman thing. I'm sorry. I don't mean, I'm not trying to be funny, but I mean.
No, but it's really, I've heard it a lot. A lot of people come in, they're like, there's a lot of stylists I go to that are like rude. A lot of stylists are rude nowadays.
Because they doing it for the wrong reasons.
Yeah, they feel like, oh, you in my chair, like,
It's true.
They feel like that. So
I've worked in a salon next to some, you know what I'm saying, names on Instagram, got good old following. You know what I'm saying? I'm like real good following.
Real
people
bad
come
attitudes.
to them thinking, oh, I'm about to meet this person, this experience, and I've watched these people come in there, they stylist late. I'm talking about they might get their braid down, their pre-service, with the assistant, and they still waiting there. Then when they get there, the client, oh, what you getting? Okay, cool. Put some earbuds in their ear and get to work. I've seen it. And I mean, don't talk to them the whole service, just do their hair. And I'm like,
That's horrible.
dang, you don't even know your client. Like you're not building any type of relationship, because that's what it's about. You're a stylist. It's about building relationships.
That's how you get your
Period.
retention.
that's like your
You
family.
know what I'm
Like you in the salon more than your home, basically. When you like
yeah.
a hustler, like you won't be in that salon majority of your days of the week. So that's like your second home. When people come in there, for one, you want your atmosphere to be set, and you want people that's coming in, you are able to vibe with them. You don't want to be in there with your headphones in, acting like you don't want to talk to them.
It's true.
It's crazy.
That's why they're in the salon 7 days a week, hustling to get coins because they can't keep a client. Pretty much.
But what's so crazy? When I see a lot of clients with a lot of stylists with new clients, but I mean all the time, like you don't never see any of their old. That's like, you should already know that. If you don't see any retention with your clientele, like you don't have the same people come in every 2-3 weeks to get maintenance, do this, curls,
you're doing something wrong.
whatever.
Yeah.
You're doing something wrong. You may be popping or quote unquote, but if you don't have retention, what's going to happen 5-6 years from now when you're not as hot? Who's going to be loyal to you if you wasn't building relationships with those clients that, you know what I'm saying?
All my clients that come to Jake Lamb, I love y'all. I do.
Real quick, I gotta ask y'all something funny. So one thing that I wanted to ask y'all about was talking about retention. Like, probably not y'all, but just in case it has happened, y'all have had a client come in, get their hair done, and then they turn around and it might be a month where you don't see them, but then they come back and you be like, now who been in your head?
No, I be chilling.
I get them all. I get them. I have a couple clients. Oh, absolutely. But then they come back crying, hair jacked up.
I cheated on you. My hair got messed up. I came up in 2 days, and I'm like, it's okay. Like that's what your decision. We're gonna make this happen today.
You still gonna have to come pay me though. For that new service,
right? I don't know why people think when they go, especially when it's freshly done, like they're supposed to get a discount because we don't work in a network together. That it's not. We're just having the same profession, and they really expect for you to have some type of
Oh no!
You still gonna have to pay for that takedown. You still gonna have to pay for that new service.
Yeah,
you end up spending more
my time.
than what you have paid me because then you got the. Because to me, that's a fix.
This is not hair cuttery. We don't do discounts.
And I don't like to work on other people's work. I'm like, we gotta.
Oh, me either. And I feel like you're being rude when you say that, but it's better to start fresh. You trying to figure out how they did it. You trying to how work around is. Like just let me start from what I know.
And then if it get messed up after, they gonna feel like, oh, that's your fault.
Yeah, it's like, no, I'm trying to fix a mess up already.
I'm learning so much right now.
Gotta start fresh.
What?
Not that.
But this is why communication is key. 9 times out of 10, usually when someone does go see another stylist, is because they may want something that they cannot afford with you, or they may see something they think is cute and not uncertain whether or not if you can pull off. Especially if they see they really like it. 9 times out of 10, they want the person that they saw do it. You know what I'm saying? Actually do it, and then some cases it works out, sometimes it doesn't. Usually if those clients are loyal, they'll just go get it curled or styled however and come back to you. Some cases they'll just go and try to save some money and get completely jacked up, and then it end up costing them more in the longer run. Yeah.
So you get what you pay for sometimes.
It's true.
Keep your girlfriends out of your head, ladies.
Yeah.
Because when them edges is gone, I can't bring them back.
Hey, so look.
Especially if it's past. I can understand if it comes from the root and it's a little grow back. When it gets scarred and that follicle gone, like that hole is gone. It's when that pore is gone.
That's why I tell my clients to rest.
Edges when it's gone.
Like when you wearing those laces and frontals and the glue stuff, your edges have to breathe every now and then. They want to come and get it constantly. Because I'm like, no, you have to let your edges breathe sometimes. And people be like, oh, this glue, it took my hair out. It's not the glue that takes your hair out. It's how you're removing it that takes your hair out. I wear glue all the time. I have all of my edges in long hair. So you can't just say, oh, the glue took out my hair. It's how you're removing it. It's a proper removal.
Application and removal.
No, not just that, and maintenance. It's easy to blame the person that installed it, or even the procedure itself, and that's why I hate when I go online. I see people say, "Oh, we just ruined my hair," or this and the other. No, it's all about maintenance. Your car, if you don't maintain it, it's going to break down. Your home, if you don't take care of it, it's going to break. Even your body, if you don't take care of it, it's going to. So some people, I'm not sure if you had this. I had a girl, I put a weave in her head. I saw her 6 months later with that same weave in her head.
Oh, yeah. No, and that's what I be trying to tell them. Take it out. Yes, that's definitely wash your hair. Got cornbread on your scalp.
Yeah, I done got that call at 7 o'clock at night before crying.
Chat room just got started. Can a client get a do-over if they didn't like how if it didn't turn out as if they expected?
Well, first of all, before you leave my chair, I need to know that you're okay with it. First of all, that's the type of stylist that I am. First of all, if I don't like it, I don't expect you to like it. I'm a perfectionist like that. And I'm not going to let you leave with it. So you can get irritated and be like, what she keep doing? Look, I'm a stylist. If I like it, I know you ain't got no choice but to like it. And if you don't like it, say so. I have no problem fixing it. That's why I've been in business as long as I have.
Because one thing that I've seen like ladies come from the salon, they go home and go right to the bathroom and start.
Oh, that happens all the time.
You gonna do that? You gonna play in it?
Oh, okay. Well, I think to answer the young lady's question.
No, this is my dad.
Your dad?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Dad wanted to know what's up. Okay.
Dad, the wife came home with her hair jacked up, and he done what? What happened? You ain't give enough money to go get her hair done right.
No.
What happened?
I don't think that was it.
He's just focused.
No, he just okay.
But no, if and when this does happen to you, you want to be vocal about it right there in the moment. I've had people, like I said, I'm not sympathetic to those things. Well, I'm sympathetic, but at the end of the day, I still need my check. And I've told several people before they come to me, hey, call the stylist back, especially if they call me the same day, call them back. Sometimes they'll give you a discount, they'll refund a little bit, whatever the case may be. But let's never pay for something if you're unsatisfied with it. Right. And people do that all the time. They will sit there and be in a chair and not like it at all and will still pay for it. Yeah. And then go back home and then cry. Then you got a group of people that's, well, just call back. No, as an adult, you should have the balls to, because in my mind, if you pay for it and you leave, then you like it. And sometimes it's not even a stylist. There are some people who are hell-bent on what I want. And you're telling them this ain't going to look right. This won't do right. In that event, no, this is.
I show you better than
if I can show you this is what you want. You know what I'm saying? Now, that's why I say pull up a picture, especially if I'm telling you this ain't gonna look right on you. I want to make sure that we're clear across the board because, and some people are happy with the foolishness, and some of them, you were right. What can we do? It's gonna cost you a little bit more to go ahead and get this fixed.
Gotcha. Yeah, that I can see how that could definitely make a difference. And like, hey, are you sure that you want this? The number 5?
He said the number 5. We ain't in McDonald's.
No.
No, you know
the barbershop poster.
The barber.
They be like,
I'm like, they still have those on the wall now?
They do.
They do?
Yeah.
wow.
Give me the number 5 extra crispy.
Hey man, so look,
with a little bit of spray.
Before we go into this quick segment, we got a little commercial that we want to show everybody. It's a barbershop commercial, but we got to pay the bills around this thing. So this is a commercial from J Slicks, Lines, Low Evens, and Facial Hairstyles. Whenever we get that queued up, all right, let's go.
Do you still go to a barbershop? You ever get a bad haircut? Your current barber is old and only cuts in old man hairstyles. You asked for a number 5 off the barbershop poster and you got this? Or have you ever been violated by your barber by him putting his ding-a-ling on your arm or worse? If you said yes to any of these questions, you need to come on down to Slicks, Lines, Low Evens, and Facial Hairstyles. If no, we also sell Blue Leg VHS tapes, motor oil, old lottery tickets, empty Hennessy bottles, and Netflix passwords. Slick is an unlicensed barber who will not cut your hair, nor does he sell any of these products. He just thought it would be funny to make this commercial.
Hey, we appreciate Jay Slick's Lines, Louise, and Facial Hairstyles for that for that little sponsorship right there. Hey, so like I said, we're gonna hop into a real quick segment, and we're gonna get back to hair. We're gonna talk about things that got me in trouble as a kid. We already heard about one of the things that Damien used to do as far as not wanting to get her hair done when she was a kid that got her in trouble. But falling asleep in church was something that got me in trouble from time to time.
I used to do that too. I used to get popped.
Yeah, get that pinch to wake you up real good.
I used to hide.
That pinch with that twist.
I went ahead in the bathroom.
To go to sleep?
Oh my gosh.
And then while everybody else was in church service, I would go in the classrooms and play.
You was trying to hide while they were passing the plate around?
It was so boring.
But you know, that's the crazy part. That used to always bother me. What about somebody even more? You see a kid is falling asleep before they even get in church. What do you think is going to happen when they get to church? You know, and then you walk in sleeping. The first thing you get comfortable, and you see them say your mom, your auntie, or G-mom, especially G-mom, man, I'm passing complete out.
And it's hot.
And it's sometimes be cold in there too. You be trying to get
You trying to get comfortable.
Trying to get comfortable.
You get jackets
Get
on
comfortable with the benches.
Exactly.
Choir
Did you
before.
have the benches or did you have the chairs?
We had
bench.
Yeah, we had them pews, them hard pews. Ain't no getting no comfortable on those.
Yeah.
And Grandma ran out of
close up to your
peppermint.
knees,
Yeah.
so you couldn't stretch out none.
How many, you only allowed
fan
one
in the back.
Right.
Everyone got that fan.
One peppermint.
One peppermint.
Peppermint worked though.
No, it didn't.
It didn't work for y'all?
No, that did not work for me at all.
Oh no.
They gave me the peppermint. I was done. I was gone.
Oh, they was having one of those good services, so they asked all the kids, and mind you, was not a part of the program, but they asked all the kids to come and become sane. And
ain't no none of the words.
don't know none of them. I'll pay all this stuff because you just woke up from a good
I was in the
nap.
choir when I was a child, and I cried when I seen the first person have the Holy Ghost. Like, I cried. I didn't know what was going on.
What you think was happening?
I thought something was wrong with her. Like, I was crying because I'm in the choir, I'm singing, and she's right next to me doing her solo. Then she just started screaming, hollering. She falling on me. I went screaming too. Hold up. I'm sorry. Help me.
I've seen it so much. I just thought it was natural.
It was, yeah.
That was my first time ever since I had Holy Ghost. I cried.
I
I was like,
try to
get me
figure out.
off this
I
stage.
was trying to figure out why I didn't get it. Like I was like,
I didn't want it.
You know what? I'm not playing.
I saw somebody bust their head.
come on.
Wow.
I'm serious. I saw somebody bust their head in church. I was like, man, I don't want that, man.
I wouldn't know. I hid.
Lord, give me somewhere else.
You know what I used to hate though, when you be in church and they be like, come to the altar, and they be trying to lay everybody out, and you know they like pushing you back, like lay down, like you need, like it's like the spirit, and you like, you know, some people might be falling out in the spirit, and then some people, you know, they really like pushing you down,
right?
For real. Like
I used
to hate that. I used
like,
to hate that.
It didn't get me. It didn't get me.
I used to get beatings for stealing oatmeal cream pies in the middle of the night.
Oh, I stayed in the refrigerator at night time.
I did. My mama, she took them out the box and she laid them real cute in the little bowl. I used to tiptoe when she was asleep, go in the kitchen,
She was there.
sneak one, try to rearrange them so it didn't look like it, go in the bathroom.
But you ain't know she counted them.
You always go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
You in the bathroom.
In the bathroom. In the bathroom. I've been there real good in the middle of commercial.
You had to crinkle all that plastic?
Yeah, I had to flush the toilet and run the water while I undid because you know that plastic
She
loud.
had a plan.
I did.
She was hiding this. She was really hiding.
I was.
Y'all talking about honestly?
She was double on Saturday.
My mom didn't care for. She used to let me do whatever it is.
Everything.
Not my mama.
Okay, how you trying
She-
to use this?
My mama counted them on the cream pies.
Oh my gosh.
Watch.
Misunderstood.
Hey, I used to get in trouble as a kid for how I looked. Like my look, my parents got divorced when I was fairly young.
Explain
I looked like
that.
my dad. I stayed with my mom, so everything I did.
like your dad.
Looking like your damn daddy. Stupid ass look on your face.
Oh wow.
I can't do
And
nothing
somebody
like
look
that.
at you like, hey, yo.
I was like, y'all did this. Yeah, look at you looking like your daddy.
Is your mama listening?
She might. She usually do, but
we know Dad listening.
Dad
But we know Dad listening.
At least he
You done told on
I
the right.
done I'm not really talking. They already know.
They already
I
know.
talk about them all the time.
Were you guys in like dancing groups when y'all were kids?
I was.
I was in a dance
At
group.
church,
Yeah.
I was in the choir. I started
Nah,
to
no,
dance group in my
like
church.
the salt and pepper dance.
No, you know how you built your own clique in the neighborhood. It's like you and your friends, y'all built y'all clique, and y'all was like a dance group type thing.
She was a dance machine back in the day.
That's what used to get my ass whooped a lot. And that was actually my fault. You know, you got to have a place to rehearse, and my mom would always be gone. We're gonna rehearse in the living room. I broke a vase. I broke the.
Oh God!
I broke a lamp once before. My mom had a glass table that sit right in the middle of the living room, and this is when that song "Candy Rain" was real popular. So we was rehearsing our routine, and right in the part, and I go to do the kick, and completely shattered the glass, and we all just stood there in complete silence for a good 2 minutes because I kept thinking about this ass whooping I was about to get when she got home.
Man.
Yeah, that was it.
I would have had to clean it up.
Just waiting on.
Did y'all used to get ass whoopings?
Who didn't?
Yeah. Did y'all used to sneak and put a whole bunch of clothes on before?
No.
You didn't have time.
You had time.
You was just look.
You.
She said,
I need cushion.
Okay, she was preparing for everything.
Give me some layers.
Y'all used to get beats with my switches.
No, this was the go in there and pull your pants.
You ain't get no
down.
switch.
I think the worst whipping I ever had
Go
was
in
from
there
my
and put your
dad.
pants down.
It was the
What
only
no?
whipping I ever had from him, and he had this thick black leather belt. And I want to say I was probably like maybe like 8, 9. And I don't even remember what I did. I just know that was the worst whipping I ever had. Like, that was the worst whipping I ever had. I never had a switch, none of that. Like, that got me right. It took one time.
Did he concentrate on one area? Did you get it all over?
Nah, it was really this back of the leg type.
Oh, shit, girl, you got
When
it
that
good.
one area, ooh, that just messed you up right there.
It was.
I try to jump
You wanna hear
around
about the
so I
worst
can
whipping
hit
ever?
multiple areas.
That was
You
The
just
worst
landing on
whipping
that one area,
in
boy.
history. My first day of kindergarten. My very first day of
Kindergarten?
school. Yes, my very first day of school.
He was getting a job.
Well, no, let me tell you why. I was attached to my father, and they took me to school. I kind of remember the way that because they walked me to school. So I walked in, and my mom dropped me off. I don't know these people. I both started crying. I just walked out to school, and I walked all the way back home. And my auntie, I knew my way home. I got home, cried it out. It took me longer to get there than it did. So I took it off the route, but got there. My auntie helped me. My mother came home from work. She beat me. They didn't know. They didn't know. I just left. I snuck out. I just went. I guess when they was doing like a. I'm not sure how I got to school, but I walked out the front door.
Boy, you can't do that these days. You been done got snatched.
Lady, Loretta beat me to no end. You ever get a whooping so bad you
he
can't
said
sit
Loretta.
down?
Yeah, you said Loretta. Yeah.
Oh no, it didn't stop there. Went to the school and my mom going off on the principal because she trying to understand how did this 5-6-year-old kid get out the school and make it all the way home. So when she left, the principal took off her belt and she beat me.
That's when the principal.
Oh no, it's not done. It's not.
Did y'all used to get whoopings in school? We did. We had the paddle.
My mom.
That's why I got the ruler.
Y'all didn't get whoopings in school?
I think that was gone.
You didn't get whoopings in school?
My mom slapped me at school one time.
No, I'm saying from the principal.
I got a paddling from a teacher.
No.
Yeah.
The principal, she
They
got
had the holes.
The principals used to paddle us in school.
and the teachers.
And I'm from New Hampshire. They ain't do that there.
That's because it was all white
It's not
people.
even any black people.
Maybe that was a southern thing.
Yeah, that's
That's
because it was-
definitely a
you had the
southern
paddle
thing.
on the ruler.
No.
It's
Yeah,
black
I
people in
used-
New Hampshire.
Yeah, there's black people in New Hampshire.
6. It's like 6.
Dang. No, there's black people in New Hampshire.
Oh, okay.
She only had one beating in her life. She in New Hampshire. They don't
No, I
get they
had
don't
more
get
than
beat in
one, but I'm
school.
saying
She
that
got
was
put on
the
punishment
one.
all the
That was
time,
the
though.
one. That was the one.
You know, light skinned folks
For
and
my
get
dad, that was
whoopings.
the only one I ever had.
You know, light skinned folks and get whoopings.
It's on show. It's on
No, we
show.
definitely get
You see how all of us got these abusive stories?
I ain't playing with you.
They help
Grew up in
groom
New
us, and
Hampshire.
she's up here like, oh, you know, yeah, no.
And
No,
I
I
got-
ain't never had. I was the youngest though. I was the baby.
Oh,
I was literally the last leg. My oldest,
Oh, yeah.
my
You
closest
had it
sibling
easy.
is 7 years older than me.
She had it easy.
Your mom said like that.
They're
Mom said
all,
bike by
they're
then.
all older than me. So I was a little.
She didn't even
spoiled,
get put in time out in New Hampshire.
I guess I was just mischievous. And now that I think about it, I did, man. Anybody used to shake the candy machine at school?
Would I put money in it?
Yeah.
I did it at the bowling alley.
I'm like, if I ain't get out what I paid for, I would shake it.
I mean, you know, you put some in there, you see a bag of M&Ms hanging. You know, you try to.
Let me get 2 for 1.
You got to.
You got to.
Let me get the 2 for 1.
So you try to shake it, but I
Somebody
got
gotta
caught
get their
shaking
money
it one
worth.
day. Yeah, that one. I missed a school bus trying to shake it.
You getting caught too much.
I ain't missing no school bus.
I did. I wanted them M&Ms.
I used to miss the school bus all the time.
You have to go back home and be like, I missed it?
School. I never used to
Tell mama I missed the school
Go home and tell her you missed it?
No, I used to walk my behind to school. I was not missing school. It was not happening.
I
Not in my
have to
house.
walk.
Not in my
I was too
house. That was
close
one
to
thing you
school.
don't do is miss school. No. Mm-mm.
I barely reached the mark where like I could ride the school bus, so I had to walk, which was so far for walking, but it wasn't far enough to get a bus. But I had to walk a long walk.
Man, that walk was the best part. I ain't gonna lie.
But
I
yeah,
like
after
the
school,
bus
we
so
see
much.
all
Yeah,
the
that walk was-
fights,
yeah,
we see
that walk-
everything. When we walking home, you see everything.
I went to Crawford Line. There was fights in the morning before school started.
Golf
So
carts
yeah.
off the
Wait a minute, what?
Yeah.
Stealing golf carts.
What? Stay stealing the
Where
golf
you
carts.
from?
PC City?
Greenbrier?
Clearwater.
Yeah, you from Florida. That's I'm like
So-
golf carts.
Yeah, so they just had like the golf area and they didn't have no gate. So when we see them putting, we like, oh, they off the cart. And we just gonna run, jump in the car, drive it on the
Oh
road.
my God.
Mario was
They
right.
drive it in the hood and you at the
So
park
it's like,
with
are
a
y'all gonna
golf
talk about
cart.
hair?
Oh, yeah. I'm off our hair. We about to get back to that.
Clearwater, you in Pinellas?
Yeah,
we-
Clearwater, Florida, Greenwood area. Yeah.
Yeah, we about to
We're
get
gonna
Wick
talk about snacks
City, Wick City.
I was about to ask y'all, did y'all ever get, this is the last thing, did y'all ever get into trouble for ordering stuff? Like I used to call,
I'm trying to wait. What you about to ask? Ordering what?
I used to be big into wrestling. I used to call the WWF hotline and talk to Hulk Hogan. Well, I got it was like $25 worth of charges on there. I got towed up for that.
Well, that HBO and Cinemax.
No, it wasn't that. It wasn't that. My brother got caught watching.
That's what we thought.
watching
That's
my
what I thought you was
That's what-
getting
I
at. I was
No,
like,
that's
watching what?
Crazy. You have to order that. If you play with that wire a little bit, you got a little clear picture on the side. You have to order that.
we just watch Showtime. Cinematic late at night.
Nah, we didn't have a computer in the house growing
Shout
up.
out to Real Sex. Oh, that was HBO. That was HBO.
What?
Oh, that was HBO.
Boy.
Taxi cab
Look,
confessions.
you see,
Nah,
like,
Mine was alright. Mine was called
That one
911. I was a boy that cried wolf. Like, yo, man, I got spooked a lot. If I heard a noise outside, whatever case, and my mom just be sitting there, and yeah, the police was showing up religiously in our house. I called the police for everything. Somebody sneezed in the other room, I ain't know who was in there. I called 911 quick.
Oh,
But I tell you what, I was gonna be safe, so I had no problem calling 911.
My brother called 911 at a basketball game and was hanging up on him, cussing him out. He called 911 and cuss him out and hang up. And they was on tape.
Julie?
Yeah.
Ooh,
I
you
forgot
had a
about
basketball game. You don't know who called.
I forgot about that.
Where's
Him,
he?
him and my cousin was calling 911, cussing him out and hanging up.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, but let's get back
But
to
they
hair
call you
real
back.
quick. Let's go ahead and get
Now
back
they
to
do.
hair right quick. Hey man, y'all hilarious. Y'all are hilarious. I had some other stuff. Look, now he said that is true. You sound like Rick James. Hey, look. So as far as hair color goes, I know there's a correct way to do it. I saw a video of you doing it. You had some aluminum foil upside somebody's head. What was that all? I mean, am I
Some
wrong?
highlights or something?
Yeah, I was doing. What was I doing? I was doing a combination of highlights and balayage. I believe that's the video that I got on it. Yeah,
What was that last word?
balayage.
Yeah.
It's a hair painting technique.
I was about to say, shout out to everybody who know what balayage is. And double shout out to everybody that know how to spell
That's
it.
that hair talk. That hair talk.
Go get your license, you'll learn what that is.
Or you might not, because you know.
Or you might
Where you
not.
go.
They can't. They won't
I feel
even
like you
know
learn
how
the
to-
most outside of. I mean, that's the foundation. It's kind of like the cement to the house. But when you get out here and you really start doing
learn so
like
much
every
more.
day, you just learn something new every day.
But the thing is, that's the misperception. People think that you go to beauty school and then you leave and you're this master stylist.
No.
You're there. It takes 10,000 hours to master one thing. Understand that, and you only get 1,500 in beauty school. Some places 1,800. The goal is to prepare you to get your license. That's why you require once you get your license to get continuing education, because the more you do, the more you build your career. That's why doctors and nurses, they have to continuously get recertified. Same thing with us. You have to continuously get recertified and continuously get that education to build there. And people think that you go and then you come out and you can do this overnight.
That's not true. That's why we have classes.
Right.
For sure.
You got to know the foundation. Some people don't even know the foundation. They don't know anything about pH balance, the anatomy of a hair strand. They can't tell you anything. All they know how to do is, what they do.
And if you
Slap
don't
it
know
on and
the
keep it moving.
history or know how to assess the history of the hair, you don't know that just because you did something really cool on someone else when it comes to chemical reaction, chemical services.
Yep.
If you try on this person, you don't understand what they've done to their hair already. You're not gonna get the same
Consultations are
results.
key. Consultations are so key.
Absolutely.
Especially with hair color. Because if you don't understand what's already on the hair, when you could just throw anything on the hair, but how it reacts is based off of its virgin or if it has something else that's already there. Because if you trying to do a blonde and someone got red underneath some black and you just thinking that hair is just naturally black, by the time you're going to put that color on, you got demarcation, you got different blends. It's just a lot. It takes a little bit more
It really
than people,
does.
than people think.
You're not gonna learn it off YouTube.
Not at all.
Yeah,
I knew.
Especially not color correction. That's
I
not
once,
even-
they
I
don't
once
teach
knew
color
somebody
correction.
who, I once knew somebody who wanted to take blonde out of his son's hair.
But you can't take
Out
it
of-
out.
you can't take
you
it
can
out.
deposit.
But you can deposit it to it, but you can't take it out.
I'm like,
You can cut it off.
Yeah.
You can cut it off.
You can throw some black on it.
That's what's so crazy. I actually recently just saw a hairstylist, and I was looking at her head, and it was like reddish, greenish. And so I was like, what's going on with your color? She said, I just did the back black. I was like, you just threw the black on there? And she was like, yeah.
She didn't have
Yeah,
that
I'm like,
red.
put no red in there. You ain't.
Yeah,
you
no
have
fillers.
to add the. You gotta
The
add
add
the
the
Neutralizers.
black in there.
Yeah.
So in case you're wondering what we're talking about, when you're lifting hair too blonde, it comes out in stages. So ethnic people, we have red pigmentation in our hair. That's why usually when you see most black people, our hair looks like sandy brownish tone because there's a lot of red in there. So when you start lifting it, it goes from red to
Like a brassy
coppery,
orange,
to orange to yellow, then light yellow, So when you want to go back dark, you have to put all those reds
Back in. That orange,
Yeah.
that gold. I'm talking about that gold, the red. You gotta
So
put
when
that
you
in
see
there.
people walking around with
With
green
blue
hair,
and
they
green
missed a
hair.
step.
Wow. So just so that this person knows, when your son, when you get ready to put,
No, just go to a stylist. Go to a professional.
Just
Yeah,
go
just
to-
go. Just go. That's how you.
Or just cut it out.
Or just cut it out. Yeah.
Cut it off, start over.
That was what I was gonna do.
Yeah, just.
I was
you
talking
did?
about him.
I'm like,
I was gonna.
he low key asking for him. Like,
No,
so
he
he low key
He
asking
was
for him.
he was being funny. He was being funny.
Yeah. Nah, he hit us up one day. He was like, man, I'm so mad. I'm about to
Just cut it off.
I ain't. So this must have been something new that he got.
No, it's like a honey blonde.
Oh,
He
okay.
just got
Oh,
my
he
mom
did
did
a
it all
honey
over.
blonde.
Ow.
This what it said on the
My
box,
son
right?
has honey
Yeah, my
blonde.
mom a beautician too. So
She a beautician.
yeah, she been
Don't,
No, we-
don't do that.
for a long time.
Yeah, because I'm wondering, why is this even a conversation? Mama should, Mama should have this down.
No, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I would. He being, like I said, he being funny because I was gonna cut it off. I was just being funny. It wasn't nothing serious. He being funny.
Oh my god.
I knew what she was going.
Right.
I knew exactly where she was going. So look, how does your diet affect the health of your hair?
Oh wow.
Oh.
You have to get the right nutrients in order for your hair to I mean,
break
your
it
hair
off.
is gonna grow automatically, but for it to grow strong and healthy and faster.
And this is important.
Just like anything
Yeah,
else.
water
Your
is
diet has to be right.
Water is very important, and not just for your hair, but your skin, your nails. You know, what you put into your body obviously affects it, and people really don't take that into consideration. But usually to make it easier for people, I just usually just push water because no one's gonna really want
Hair vitamins, even daily vitamins
Vitamin E.
with some extra B vitamins up in there, biotin and B12.
And no
Moisture.
more taking prenatal vitamins, please, because it works. A lot of people will take prenatal. No, seriously, a lot of people will take prenatal vitamins. It will produce healthier
For the edges?
So,
But it gives you
For that
no,
baby hair.
it makes the hair grow thicker and longer, quicker. Same thing with the skin and the nails, but people don't realize that those multivitamins are made for 2 people.
Yeah.
And so if you don't have a baby inside of you, then you can be putting too much into your body, and then you won't get the real fat that you think you're gonna get because it'll cause other issues within your body.
Hey, Damien, why do edges and kitchens not match?
Edges and kitchens.
Wait a minute.
Wait, what you mean?
What's this terminology that
Wait,
we're
what do you
using?
mean edges and kitchens don't match?
Do you know what edges in the kitchen?
Like,
Oh, the kitchen.
hair back there?
I don't know. They doing a little bit too much in the
the hair
front.
around the hairline and the back of the neck.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I
So
got.
you basically saying how come some people have no edges and they have hair in the back of their, they have
Or you
tuck
saying
buns
because
and
the
that?
texture-
It don't match textures. Like, yeah.
I have that.
So
I
they're-
call
so they're
it-
only
I
relaxing.
call it
very
texture.
They're only
curly in the back
relaxing
and
what's
it's thick
visible and
in
not
the
what's
middle,
not.
Yeah. Mine's like that
Pressing
too.
the front and not the back, you know. Like,
Yeah, they probably put too much
It's
heat
genetics.
to their hair and it isn't as
Well, that would do it too.
rough as the bed. Yeah.
But, like I don't put anything in my hair, but I call it mommy daddy syndrome because mine's much like yours is very weird. It's really
Yeah, it's
curly
curly
in the back, and then
and
it's,
it's like-
some of my hair is straight, and kinky is really weird.
It's
Different textures.
My wife got different textures in her head. Like I'm talking about, like it's like real soft and stringy over here, a little thick right up in this hair area. It's real
She at home
curly
doing her
back up
own
in here.
relaxers.
Yeah, she just has
No,
different
she don't do
textures.
nothing.
She don't do nothing.
Nothing. She ain't done
She
nothing.
natural.
But you know, that's pretty common. You would see some people either they're going to be really coarse and thick at the top and a little bit more dense around the sides and the back, or it'll be the opposite way around. And more prominently, men you'll see is more like usually it's more dense here and more thicker around
So
the
how
sides
does she
and the
normally
back.
wear her hair?
Well, it's been without going into. I can talk to y'all more about it off camera. But,
She must be watching.
you know, no. But,
Is she
but without-
watching?
Yeah,
and
she is
and
watching.
he putting all your business out here about your hair.
But
He
without-
really can't say what he want to say about how it
But
looks.
without
but-
going into too much detail, like she went natural, but then like some health stuff caused, and so she's
Okay.
just been letting it grow.
It could be the medication.
Yeah.
And so it's different textures. Like it's feeling, but it's just been different textures.
So
But she's
can I
just
ask, was it cancer?
been, psoriasis.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Scalp
it's the
psoriasis.
medicine. It's different.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's I hate
Medication, hormones, all that can play a factor.
it, Yeah, man. And then she got lupus and everything, so she don't mind me talking about that because we're gonna do a show about that stuff. But
That's what's up.
I have a
Yeah,
client.
it's
I have a
just-
few clients with it. And you have to
Yeah.
be gentle.
Very
with
gentle.
their hair texture.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Fragile. As
you
well.
straight, baby?
I have a lot of alopecia
Jump shot.
as well that come get units and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. And so, like I said, I did wonder about hair health and everything like that. I ate bad, and then like all of this happened, along with
I mean, what is
Before-
street bald head? Everybody can't rock a bald
like
head
this
though.
tomorrow.
You probably wouldn't even look.
Everybody can't rock a bald head. Everybody.
no Beijing.
I remember back in the day
Yeah,
when my
gonna be
parents
doing
was
tricks.
bald
Times are changing
head.
right now, man. You can have anything you want. You want dreads, you can have dreads tomorrow.
You can have everything.
How long you had a bald head for?
Probably I cut it off right before I went to South Korea, so it's been about 10 years.
I remember when we was younger and it was people who had bald head. They just come and slap them in the back of the head like,
Yeah, my wife.
shiny.
Time to time, she don't-
She might look at you crazy if you came home with some hair.
She seen me wear it before.
man,
I grew it
weave.
back. I cut it off. I grew it back, cut it off.
Yeah, he look like Shamar Moore when you have it.
Hey man, stop that.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh!
I've cut it off and grown it back a few times, but I let this go and decided to keep this.
Days out loud, right
This
there.
about to get cut down.
Days out loud.
Days of our lives.
I'm not playing.
He
with
did
y'all.
not
This
play
is
on Days
a
of That was
soap
all my
opera.
children.
I just said it. I don't know what show it was.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
What was it?
All my
Oh,
children.
was it all my children? Yeah. Oh, okay.
So
Young and the Restless.
as far as like
General Hospital. That was like the top one.
Oh God, yeah.
My grandma used to stay watching General
Yeah,
Hospital.
gonna let this man answer the question.
I'm
we're
sorry.
gonna talk about
You know, we do this in the shop talk. We just talk about random stuff all day. So
All day.
it's kind of
Yeah.
habit.
How different is the? Y'all probably hadn't worked in barbershops, but how different is that talk? Like I know it's
The barbershops don't talk. Some
They don't talk.
What?
When I take my
What
kids,
shops do y'all work
like
in?
when I take my
They
kids to the
do.
barbershop,
They talk more than
don't
girls.
I mean,
Everybody done talk with
Yeah,
you in
yeah,
there.
they talk more than girls.
But like when it's just girls in there, we gonna talk. Like,
They wait till we walk out the door and start whispering.
Yeah.
They'll be
Man,
clear
did you
quiet. Then we
see
walk out the door.
her?
Man,
you
you see them vibes? Hey, yo, who
See
that
that
is?
arch back there, boy? She was sitting, boy. I'm trying to tell you.
that's true.
I
It's
ain't wanna
probably,
say
yeah,
nothing.
that could be what it is when we leave it. Just, you know.
Yeah, that
One of these, she need a
Well, you
step
have to
dance.
answer that. 'Cause
Well, I mean, be mindful. I'm a guy, so yeah. And to be fair, it depends on the woman. I would say that I have seen women come in and looking much like yourselves. The guys will kind of clean it up a little bit. It's more of trying to be respectful of the things they say because guys are guys.
Yeah,
And then
right.
but the shop that I work at, the J Spot Studio, we actually have a barber's space in the back. And I mean, it's just a comfort zone. Like everybody just live. Like they all weigh 100 live. It's a movie back there, and it's a blast. They're having a good time, and it's pretty much a free for all. But yeah, they actually talk and conversationalize a lot more than the females. It's about because they always got sports or some
arguing
you say,
about something, debating about something.
Who better, Kobe or LeBron?
Yeah.
Nah, bro, you tripping.
Oh my
We
god,
had
you know what's
that
so
all the
crazy?
time.
I was on Facebook maybe like a few weeks ago, and I seen like a little fight going down in the barbershop. It was the barbershop I take my twins to, and I was like, oh my god, it's on World Star. Like, because compared to what I see when I go in there, it's chill, it's way different. But then all of a sudden I seen these two dudes. I'm talking about getting to it in the barbershop, and I'm like, oh my gosh,
shutting
this is
it
right around
down.
the corner. Like, what's going? Yeah, I think
it
it's
goes
different.
down in the barbershop.
It goes down. I
just felt bad because dude, I seen him in there, and I was like. Because he really got his butt whooped.
He got beat down.
Oh, you saw him afterwards?
And that's
Was he doing a lot of talking?
It wasn't the twins barber, but it was the dude a few chairs down, and I was like, because last time we was in there, I had brought one of my homeboys, and he was talking big cash money.
I was gonna say, was he talking a lot of?
Yeah, he's like, oh, I be in the DI, you know what I'm saying, all this stuff. And then when I seen that video, I said, you got your ass whooped. He probably was talking shit like he was that day.
Probably. And nobody knew it was him until you just said it.
Oh well, bro.
I hope you ain't watching
Get
this.
your boxing game up.
For real, he had no standard. He had no standard.
Just don't run your mouth.
Be quiet.
If you can't back it up, just don't run your mouth. Period.
I wonder how that ride was. How that shop was. Because if everybody was quiet, he was the one that got his ass whooped. Everybody was in there just quiet as a mouse.
I'm just mad. Ain't nobody tried to really
break it up.
Dang,
he probably deserved it then.
He probably was talking cash. Like if you need to go cash that check.
It's like you a man.
Go cash that check.
Yeah, remember, we're the generation where if somebody's getting into a fight, instead of someone trying to do this thing, go break it up. No, everyone's gonna break up their cell phone.
World star.
No, people don't break up.
They ain't gonna call the police. They world star.
In my mind, I be
Instagram,
thinking, what if you was the person
Snapchat.
that was getting your ass handled like that? Like, why wouldn't you, call 911 before you would take a picture or a video of it? Or if you could have, but to be fair, some shit you just don't get involved in. Folks shoot these days.
People will see a car accident and pull out their phone to record before they will pull out their phone.
I start getting bad,
to call
feeling bad if he
911.
like really getting beat down. Like
Yeah.
if his head about to get bust open or something
Yeah,
for
but
real.
sometimes you like see a good
And I be like,
look.
all right,
Good
it's
fight.
enough.
Yeah.
It's enough. He can't
been a
breathe.
while.
He can't breathe no more. It's time
He's
to
my
let it
shoe,
go.
my whole outfit.
Y'all don't care.
Yeah.
Y'all don't care.
Just completely desensitized to all of this stuff, man.
I mean, I worked in a barbershop before. You know what I'm saying? That was in VA. It's closed now. Players used to be the
When the last
players
time you
fight.
seen the old school just fight, just people fight?
They like to
Just
shoot
one-
now.
No.
It's a good old.
Just a good old
And
fashioned
you
fight.
can't see no good brawl nowadays. Like they like to shoot, cut, throw stuff. Like
Jump.
really
Can we
bumping.
just all get along?
Yeah.
Ain't nobody really
I'm with
fighting.
that.
I mean, you might see some brothers or some cousins be like, yo, let's just go throw these hands. Like, we ain't even got to talk.
Screw that. I'm calling 911.
You know what?
I'm calling Alice. That's what they used to call it back then. I'm calling 911. First of all, I'm one of those people. I got too much to do, too much to live for. So I'm not gonna sit here and watch y'all fight. You may get mad, start shooting everybody around you. It's not gonna get you to that point.
I got a
Bullet
question.
don't have a name on
at all.
it.
I'm calling 911.
I got
Quick.
a question. I got a question for the stylist. Have y'all almost got into it through them hands with a client?
I just ignore them. I be chilling. I swear. I just be like,
No.
only time I have a problem.
Anybody
with
ever
them,
tried you?
No, not like that.
Go ahead.
You know you
Who
got
fights their
So
clients?
it wasn't even like,
Huh?
no.
Who fights their clients? I just saw the world star, not too low. So yeah.
Like, I don't
have those
I
issues.
promise
I'm
you I
a dude,
don't.
like,
Like,
what
only
I
issue
like,
I
yeah.
probably have with somebody is if they come in and I only take walk-ins. So when people will come in, they expect to just be out of there in 30 minutes, and they don't understand. Like, putting on a wig is not even simple as it may sound. Like, it's not gonna take me 30 minutes to put on a good foundation.
Because they're watching them 15-second Instagram
they see that
videos.
little quick minute video on Instagram, YouTube, whatever. They think put on a wig is fast, so they come in, they think they're finna be out. It can go to a dinner in 30 minutes, and they got 5-10 people in front of them, so they get jittery, and they like, oh, when am I leaving? When am I next? And it just be like, listen, if you don't have time to sit here and wait, don't come sit and try to get your hair done, because I'm not finna rush on nobody before you to get to you, because I'm gonna do my best on everyone. I'm gonna take my time on everyone. I'm not gonna do no one just because you're trying to go somewhere in 5 minutes. It's not happening. Period. It's not happening.
Question from the chat room. Say, what hair products do you recommend for home use to get your coarse hair to grow for a black chick?
What? Okay, so I think this is the misconception with a lot of people, because I tend to get, I don't want to say food, but if you keep your hair moisturized and you treat your hair, drinking your water from the inside out, of course taking your vitamins, but if you even just take care of your hair, people don't oil their scalp every few days. They don't put moisture on, you don't do anything like leave-in conditioning cream, light oils, like none of that. Like if you just don't do anything to your hair, then you
It's
can't
not
expect
gonna
it
grow.
to be growing extra fast. You have to do hair maintenance. It's quintessential, like period. That's why the real BB Judy drops are so successful, because she's actually getting you to put something on your hair every other day. So because
Right.
you're actually doing maintenance, it works. But if you were even to get some regular oil from the store and do maintenance, that would work too. So it's really just putting in that work.
Repetition,
Yeah,
right.
And
be
then
consistent.
people also don't understand your hair goes through resting phases where it don't grow. That's normal. So you can go 3 to 6 months with little to no hair growth.
The tapogen phase.
Yes.
The tapogen
Hair
phase.
growth.
Exactly.
Yes. These are the
My hair went into
and some
hibernation.
people just
Where did mine go?
It's just chilling right now.
You know what's so crazy?
That's
though?
what we wanted.
For a man, you could have one gene for, like, you know, not having hair. Like, say if your dad or your mom, just one person, you'll automatically just have that trait. But for women, it takes two.
right.
So that's the only difference. Like, you have to have your mom and your dad, or someone, you know, two genes from both sides in order for us to get more hair loss. But for men, you just
Yeah, I
gotta
got it
look.
bad
If it's
on
one
both
person,
sides.
you know. So just know your son.
Were they
if you have
asking for, like, a
son,
specific
you just let them know in
product,
advance.
or-
Like,
And then, bro, you gonna be LeBron.
What was the
before-
question? You said
That's
some
what I was like,
point.
I read it verbatim.
basically.
What hair products? But
Yeah, so then I would say my favorite brand, Kuhn. Kuhn is a full line brand, and the great thing I love about Kuhn is that you can use it on both ethnic as well as Caucasian hair, and they have this blend line, which is pretty cool. It works really well with texture hair. But
Never heard that.
yeah, it's
I like
freaking
Phyto
phenomenal.
specific.
it's like CUNE.
It's a professional product.
Well, no, it's not.
and-
It's
and-
KEUNE.
Oh.
Yeah. It's a luxury line. It's really, really good. They have something for everyone within their line. And I would also recommend Shea Moisture. They actually have some really good creams. I'm more of a cream person. I don't like grease or oils, anything that's too heavy. I want something that's going to moisturize the hair, but still feel light and airy, and it absorbs into the hair and doesn't leave stains and stuff like that.
Hey, Mario. So the person that asked got like 13 kids. She probably can't.
You know, I'm
can't
Well, the good thing about but Shea Moisture, I promise you, they have a jar. It's a big jar, and it goes a long way. And you know, a little is a lot. You know, you take like a nickel quarter portion, and it's enough that it stretches through.
Yeah,
I use this on my hair, and I have a lot of hair. Yeah.
Cantu,
really good.
if you
too.
can't afford
Yeah, I like
professional
Cantu.
products
Yeah.
to retail from your stylist, like, you know, OGX, Walmart, you can get that at Walmart.
Or they have a really
Jane
good shea
Carter.
butter. Oh my God. Salute, yeah, Jane.
Jane Carter, OGX, Shea Moisture.
Y'all see, I thought I was playing when I said 13. How many kids you got, Tony?
Oh God.
I'm
ain't
not with
playing.
y'all right now.
about. But anyway. Anyway.
Got a football.
Hey,
Little
so,
basketball.
have y'all
They need to get a TV show.
how do y'all deal with like, have y'all ever had to deal with somebody coming in and not having money to pay for?
Oh yeah.
So
For their service?
yeah,
Well-
like, 'cause
Oh yeah.
That just happened.
Well,
prepay.
this is
See, the way my life
Yeah.
is set up, I have you put your card online, so I can know beforehand, before we even get started. My thing will tell me, this card is going to decline. So it'll tell me if your card
That
has
happened
coin or
before I
not.
started the online booking many years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had a couple of runoffs, but trust and believe I collected on Go.
I actually just
Real
had
quick.
somebody.
Because when
do
I
that
call
to
your
me.
phone with
But
your
I
social
don't
security
think it
number,
was
date of birth, home
intentional.
address, I need my coins delivered by 4 p.m. Otherwise, you're going to have a warrant at your house for theft of services.
I just actually had it happen to me. So a girl, left out and did not pay. She told me she was going to the store to get some money and she didn't come back. But, I was like, it is what it is. Lost. I was upset because I'm like,
Oh,
damn.
You're
no,
going to
no,
be
no.
blessed, though. You're going to be blessed. That's
But
gonna come
listen,
back to
and the
you.
thing about
It's
it is,
fine.
I didn't even get so upset. I was like, I'm gonna put it in God's hands. And I kid you not, the next day her mom came and gave me the money.
And it told you it rained on her head.
Yeah, I didn't even ask. I didn't even speak to her. The lady, the receptionist brought us to the back
you
and was like,
good.
oh, the mom. And I was like, oh, okay. So I ain't really,
I usually try to find a resolution.
I left it,
And I said in the sense of, I've never had someone come in and not pay, but I've had people come and then we'll do like a consultation, or they may come in where they'll book for one thing and then when they get there they want to add other stuff on.
and then when you tell them the price, they're like,
because
I thought
in
it
their
was-
mind, they think it's all inclusive. No, that's not the case. I'm a la carte, so yeah, you have to pay for these different services. But I'm really good at trying to make sure that, well, tell me what your budget is, and let's see what we can get out of that.
Yeah, I'm reasonable. Like I feel like you really want this hairstyle, I will work with you. Like if you don't
you
have
might
the
get
full,
that hairstyle, but
you're gonna give me what you can afford.
What you can afford.
I'm kind of soft-hearted, so I feel like
I'm gonna give you what you can afford.
Get what you can afford.
Yeah,
Or wait
I feel
another
like
week.
that too. I feel like that too. Like if you know you can't afford the installation price,
If they don't pay it with you, they'll pay it with somebody else.
Yeah, don't waste my time.
Well, the reason why I try to, like I said, I try to find out what their budget is, and then let them know what services I can provide within that budget.
Yeah.
But I try not to budge on that. What happens is you create a behavior with people when you start doing
when you
discounts.
do it, they want to do it each time. They feel like
so,
they can
nip it in the bud.
keep getting it for this price. And I feel like when you're supporting somebody, you're going to pay them what anybody else is going to pay them if you're really supporting that movement.
Now, if you've been coming to me for 5-6 years, and I'm like, dang, I ain't seen such and such in a minute, and I normally see her every such and such, like, you know your client's patterns. You know, call them, check on them, see how they doing it. You know, hey, my money ain't all the way together. Like, hey, you know what? I'm going to give you a discount because you've been coming to me all this time. Like, that's an exception. That's something that I would work with you. But if you're brand new and we're just building a relationship, I can't do that.
Yeah.
It just... You know what I mean? I can refer
or even with those that you always give, you know, discounts to. Like when you're having a special, pay that special price. Don't expect me to give you a discount on top of that special. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Don't take advantage of it. I'm already having a special for everybody. And if you know that special that I'm having is usually the price that I'm charging you, don't try to get a discount on top of that. Like, I'm already showing love to you every time. Let me show love to you just the way I always do. And with...
Well, here's the thing. This is just my belief. You know,
right?
I don't do discounts. Period. I'm a friend.
I don't either.
I don't think we should be discounting our craft because we pay a lot of money to learn.
Absolutely.
Stuff. And I do encourage people. If you know, we got to still build. So if you choose to do a discount for someone, I'm a friend, but it just needs to be the first time. You know, after the first time, this is the price because, like I said, what happens is if we have these discounts, some people will only come when you're doing a special.
Exactly.
And I've seen a lot of people do it before. So you create these behaviors with people. So it's best to not do it. And honestly, how often have you seen our counterparts? And I'm talking about other salons where they just cut and color hair. I never really see them do specials ever.
I haven't done a special in about 15 years.
If you go to a lot of ethnic salons, we always got specials and stuff out. But but if you go to our counterparts, it's rare. You never really see that, and they keep their prices all aligned with each other, and that's how you keep the industry strong. You know, we got to start realizing,
keep the prices around the same price in the salon.
Right. Yeah. Well, actually, I take that back, just in case one of my clients is listening. No, I moved here 11 years ago. I haven't did a special in about 9 years. So, we don't do specials. No.
Yeah,
I like to do specials because I feel like not everybody can afford, your regular price.
But that's why you get what you can afford.
Yeah, so, but some people still want to experience it, even though, like, everybody, like, you have a dream car, you can't afford that dream car, and then one time you get a chance to ride a dream car.
You so hopeful.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you so hopeful.
With your dream car.
You
like,
so hopeful.
Come jump in and come take a ride.
So here's what you do. You go to Enterprise. You go rent it for a day and pay $130 instead of $130,000.
Exactly. So instead of you coming on a regular day with a regular price, you coming on a day with a special. You get to experience it for that little cheap price, and then whenever that comes again, who may know? At least you got it at that time.
And that's the thing. I ain't gonna lie. I used to do specials. That's my thing.
Oh, we all did.
We all did. But that was
the $18 special.
So funny
but
now that I've grown as a stylist. Yeah, like the thing that I realize is if I do a special now, I'm attracting a client that I can't keep.
Exactly.
Yeah. And that happens a lot.
And that's not a client, that's a customer, actually.
Exactly.
And there's a difference between a customer and a client.
True.
Yeah.
And
big difference.
So, yeah, I
understand.
Now, I might throw a special out there, but like, I'm gonna be smart about it. I'm gonna be like, hey, I'm gonna add hair to it, or I'm gonna add this, and I may give you a $50 discount on the extra.
Or you just may not charge them. You know what I'm saying? Because they've been coming for so long.
Yeah.
You may do an extra service and not charge them for it, but you don't tell them that. You just do it.
Just do it.
Yeah.
So trust me, they know that you done did something extra and you didn't charge them for it when it came down to swipe.
Now, do you when it comes down to tip, like if you give them a discount and then they still
don't tip you?
Yeah, they don't tip you.
It's crazy, but it happens.
It does. That's why I'm like, I don't even need that.
That's why you should pay them.
You should charge a price. She was like,
that's why I feel like you should charge. I feel like you should charge a price
all the way.
I mean, I'm not trying. I just grown. It just got to that point where it's like.
But that's why it's also
That's how you lift
important
the
to
bill.
charge a price just in case that happens and they're not tipping. You have enough money up front to afford to not receive tips. Like if you getting enough money to not have to have tips, it's okay, because some people feel like they're gonna pay you to that dollar and not a dollar over. They're gonna pay you $200, or they'll pay you that $75. They'll tell you that 80 or whatever that is, that price is, they're gonna pay that, and they ain't gonna give you a dollar tip.
And you know the crazy part about it is, I think the tipping thing was more for people who were like commission stylists.
Yeah.
Because they're on a sliding pay
I don't
scale.
depend on them.
And it's like, and so yeah, it's not when we're booth renters or we're our own entities. It's not like a requirement because we're getting the bulk of the money up front and we're not splitting it with anyone else.
Anybody.
Yeah.
True or false? Tipping does get you favor.
False.
No, because
I
it's the end
treat
of your
everybody the
service.
same.
I mean, I feel like your whole there's a certain level of there's a certain
Loyalty
expectation that
gets
I
you
already
favors.
gonna give every client.
Right.
When you come in, there's already a certain level of service that I am known to give, or that is I'm expected for myself to give. So everyone is gonna get the same level of service.
Period.
Like, your tip is at the end of the service. I'm not gonna know. Well, she gonna tip me, so I'm gonna do this little extra. Like that's not how it is.
you know,
I was
just
like
a little bit
but
extra
the
for a
normal
tip.
tip is like you might get somebody up under the dryer just a little bit before you get somebody else, even if you like.
But see, the way I run my appointment schedule, like I try to flow, and then I have an assistant that keep me like I don't
know how it works.
Tipping does not
know.
determine
Yeah,
the customer service you get. That's a bad way to operate.
Because some people
business.
probably ain't even able to tip.
You can't
go
live
No, not so
off
much. I know
tip.
what he's saying. It's not so much that you're gonna do anybody different.
Nah.
You're gonna try to treat everybody. You're gonna treat everybody the
Bruh,
same. But when
it's
you
so
when
much-
somebody tip you, it's something
It's
special
so much
about that
bigger than a
person.
tip. I'm not
Something
worried
else.
about a tip at the
Yeah.
end. I'm worried about that customer becoming a client and coming
Yeah, the
back.
Yeah, but
retention.
I'm saying you're gonna treat everybody the same.
But you know what I'm
what
saying? You can keep that $5 tip if you come back and spend another $120 with me next week.
But what if they come back and they keep spending? They still tipping you every time.
But that's good. But you still gonna get the same service. It's like
But I mean, you're not gonna look at this person any different than anybody.
don't
else.
get me
Like,
wrong. Don't get me wrong. I got some VIP clients that you know what I'm saying that do, and you know I swipe and I sign.
But you
And
know,
I put my own tip.
the
I have
goal
clients
is,
like that.
at the
But
end of the day,
at the end of the day,
everyone
everybody
has a
still gets the
VIP,
same level.
because it's not so much about the tip. The goal is everyone gets special treatment because you want everyone to return. It's about the retention because it's about the retention. We don't eat if they don't come back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The lights don't stay on. You can't afford these dryers. You can't. They need to come back. So you want to make sure that everyone is treated fairly.
crazy. No, my clients love
Not for real.
Like I ain't gonna lie, like you know, in some clients that are new or whatever, they might not even have had, they might not have had that level of service, and they may tip $75.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because they've never had an experience that I'm used to giving. So
Exactly.
it just depends.
Eric said all y'all tips about the drop.
Not really.
I don't think so. No, not at all.
Wow.
Everybody gets the same level of treatment.
I treat everybody the same.
Yeah, I treat everybody the same.
Somebody tips me something.
So
Every time they come back.
if somebody tipped you on the mail route,
I treat them different.
you make sure they get.
I'm not gonna say I
You
treat
make
them different.
you come through and make sure
I
that
come
you.
through. Look. When you gone, I make sure your mail is all right. I mean, you know, I do my job.
Should I say why I wouldn't treat them differently? So
But I try to make sure my mail is all right.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, but I know. I mean, but somebody, I just do something extra for somebody to tip me all the time.
All right, go
It's
ahead,
just the way
Mario.
it is.
So we've all had a situation where, not really double booking, but you know, you kind of overlap your clients because you know you got your assistant there and you can rotate and we got a system going.
Right.
So imagine if I have these two young ladies coming at the same time, and because she took me a little bit more last week, if I show any special attention, she's been coming in for years. She knows me. She's gonna notice that. And then if I treat her any differently when this woman leave, it's like, why I ain't get that, if that makes sense. Because clients are nosy, first of all. Let's be very clear about that. Y'all know y'all are. They're watching other people that come in, and some of them may bond with their other clients. Some of them are just watching their swag. But I mean, it's just the nature of the beast. So you don't want them to feel as though that they're left out the party.
Right.
More like
You don't treat people differently because they don't tip you. No, you still got paid for the service that you rendered. Tip is additional. You know,
Listen,
I don't.
if you just paying period, you my best friend, so we all
Right.
good. Yeah, we're all good. We're all best
end
friends
of
up
the
here
day.
together.
That's what's up. Hey, so look, man, it's time flying. We got about 30 minutes left. 30 minutes left. I do want to hit one more segment real quick, and I'm gonna ask y'all what y'all want to do. Y'all want to do things not to say after sex, or would you rather?
Wow. Okay.
Well, damn.
Damn.
Like,
I mean,
Wait.
I was like, hold on, wait.
So would you rather?
Just would you rather do this or this?
And I guess he gonna have to.
You got a list?
I do.
Oh.
Let's do the would you rather.
Would you rather?
Would you rather?
Yeah.
We'll say the mailbag for later. All right.
I'm like, wait a minute, this one
What
real.
we just get into?
No. It's easy. It's easy.
They
so
too
look,
lit.
No,
all right,
we already had stuff already lit.
Gotcha.
we keep
Depends on the
segments.
audience.
Let's
So
do
it's
this.
out
710 a Slickville.
Hey, we keep it going. Hey, look. So, would you rather get beat up by your kid, or would you rather get beat up by your significant other's ex?
Ooh, by my kid.
By my kid.
By my kid.
Yeah,
I don't never want my ex.
No, like I can't even answer that.
Would you
Like,
want your-
I ain't trying to get beat up. Period.
I'm not
Nobody.
I ain't
Would
getting
you
beat up.
rather though?
But I'd rather get beat up on my kid.
Number one, my kid ain't disrespecting me,
Right.
Like that. So that's just out the
But
window.
you ain't about to have no chick out in the streets talking.
Yeah, that's
like
what I'm saying.
she done-
Have
like she
bragging
done-
rights.
Oh,
You're not gonna have bragging rights.
That's
No.
hard. Let no
That's
chick
hard.
in the streets have no
That
bragging
is a hard
rights.
one.
Because if your kid beat you up on Thursday, you can come back and tear that ass up on Friday.
No,
I'm just
But I
saying.
feel like if my child beat me up, every girl in the street gonna feel like
No.
they can.
As long as I did my best in whatever situation. Okay.
No.
I just like number one, my kid ain't never. That's not.
Your
What mama say?
your-
I brought you in this world. I take you out.
your man's ex-girlfriend, you let her beat you up.
Nah, we going to nah.
But
They
see,
ain't.
some people
If
don't
she
have a
beat me
choice,
up
but
every
some
time
people
she see me, we gonna have to
That
fight.
just
Some
ain't
cases
happening.
are just
Right.
cold.
Every time you see me, we gonna have to fight. You beat me. Period. Like I ain't taking that long.
It's gonna be like Black Panther. I'm
Oh,
gonna
but you
recuperate and
right.
come back.
If you beat me
Yeah.
up
fight
every
every
time you
time.
see me, we gonna have to fight.
No,
Like
I
that's
already
just
have an
period.
ex.
I ain't taking that
Not my
loss
kid.
like that. I ain't taking
Yeah,
that.
I
I
say
ain't my
nah.
kid.
Neither.
I ain't having.
But
You one got your son whoop your ass, didn't he?
You know what?
You upon me. It's
You
gonna
can't
come
tell your kid
up.
nothing
You
after
can't
that.
tell him nothing. Don't take out the trash. I'll whoop your ass.
I'll beat
man.
your ass.
How can you discipline this? I rather.
Wow.
Yeah, nah, I don't know. I don't have kids, so I
my
can't
kid.
really.
You can't even tell your girl. You
I ain't
like,
trying to
And
come
I
here,
got
girl.
boys too. Like what I look like? Nah. They gotta be the other way, and I'm coming back for that ass.
how you come up with this question, bruh?
Keep going to
he
the
got
next
some-
one. What
he
goes
got
to the
some wild
next
stuff.
one?
Yeah.
He keep wild stuff.
Hey, so would you rather be 500 pounds or 50 pounds?
500.
Ooh.
500.
Ain't nothing in
Hold on, how
between.
can
Like,
you even be 50 pounds though?
You
Like,
can't.
yeah, except for your kid.
Olive oil.
Man, I need, give me some meat. Man, I can survive.
I'd
off
rather
of
be
it.
50. I'd rather be able to gain weight than I'd rather be.
I
I'd
don't
rather
know
be
how
small
I feel
than
to be
big.
skinny anyway.
I'd
I know
rather
how I
gain
feel to be
100 pounds
big.
than have to lose
400.
350 pounds. How about
Right.
That's a tough one, man. Cause 50 pounds, man, you can't even walk.
See,
You
you 50
dying.
pounds. 50 pounds. You got room to
Shit.
eat.
that? You dying at 500 too though.
500. It's
500
over.
pounds?
You know
Yeah, but 50
how big
pounds,
your
you
head
can't-
will look if you was 50 pounds though?
I don't know, y'all.
Bobblehead.
Yeah, you get bobblehead.
I don't even think my body can be 50 pounds. Let's just say that.
Because I asked,
50 pounds, you can see what you're eating.
the last time I did this, I was like, would you rather be 7'3" or 3'7"?
What?
Height. So would you rather be 7
Oh,
foot 3
man.
inches tall or 3 feet and 7 inches tall?
3'7". You can't get on nobody rides at the theme park.
I'd be real
Bruh.
mad.
Yeah,
But then
you
17,
can't
you gotta do it down.
drive.
But you know what? I might have a basketball
okay with it.
career.
Yeah,
I
I'm
might
okay
have
with
a little,
that.
You know
You're
what I'm
gonna be
saying?
I'd rather be 7'3", bro.
I think I'd rather be
370, you can have a
7'3"
career too in a circus.
or doing something else, but we won't go there.
Well,
I'd rather be 7'3".
See, that was on the other topic.
Them little
At
rubber
3'7"? Oh, okay. I got
At
you. Okay.
3'7" on the other topic, we declined to do.
Oh yeah.
All right, let me stop.
Let's-
Let me
let's
stop.
Next
Okay, I got you.
question.
Now. I was like, what
You gotta think about it.
All right. So all y'all
I was
got
picturing it.
pretty upgraded phones for the most part. Would you rather have your next upgrade be to a Motorola 9800, Nokia 9800, or a Motorola Razr?
Razor.
Ooh,
Razor.
Razor all day.
Razor was the ish.
Razor was
That is silver one, man. You know.
Now you know what? You know what phone was really fun when I was
That
little?
sidekick and
We used to flip it.
Oh, yeah,
You used
yeah.
to think,
a Nextel
How
church.
you hanging up? Boy, you flip that thing so hard like you just did something.
Yeah, that
man.
Razor,
Hanging
boy.
on
You
it.
flip that
Razor.
Razor.
And then like, when you walk across the street and it reads and you flip it out and you walk like you just you roll point as you cross the street. Yeah.
Now that was back in the day. We had them 300 anytime, 700 night weekends.
Call me at the 9 o'clock.
Call me after 9.
For $34.99.
Look,
Yeah,
call me after 9 was hilarious because I broke a record, man, for text messages.
Did we have text messaging back then? I don't think we had text messages. Yeah, we didn't text
when
message.
text message first came out, I still had night and weekends, but they said I had unlimited text message, which we didn't know that it was actually capped at 3,000.
So you had a $900
I didn't
phone
talk
bill?
to people.
He
I
was
just text. I just text. Boom, 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 boom.
A
up until 9 o'clock.
R.
Da-da-da-da-da.
And pretty soon you can do it without even looking at the
Oh
number.
God!
Heck
look.
yeah, them little Nokia phones,
Yeah.
tear it up.
We got a bill for $400
PQR.
because it started running. It started. I sent.
I got a Nokia in
I
the
know
car.
you got your behind wood.
No, I was too old by then. I was too grown.
Oh, you just paid it. Okay, cool.
No, I ain't paid, but I ain't.
Oh, you would have surely lost your phone in that moment.
I didn't have no phone. I ain't have phone.
I'd be like, you know what? I
Yeah.
lost my phone. I forgot to report it stolen. Dang it.
I forgot
Right.
about the nights and weekend.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, 9 o'clock.
Forgot about
But then when
$39.99
it upgraded
too.
to after 7,
Woo!
Yeah.
You be like, hang up at 6:59 and call me back at 7:01 so it can start over. Because if you stayed on the phone, it still ran up your daytime minutes.
Yeah.
A lot of people didn't know that. The overage wasn't no joke.
Thought it was just gonna switch over
Thought it was
automatically.
gonna switch over automatic.
Ain't no automatic switch over. Ain't no automatic switch over.
That 9 o'clock was
You know, I called in the sprint a couple times.
I ain't playing with y'all.
Hey, would you rather get punched in the face by Mike Tyson with no defense or butt kicked by a donkey in your chest?
Tyson.
Wait a minute. What?
Wait, what?
If I get punched by Tyson, do he got some money? Wait a minute.
He got a little bit.
You know, he lost all his money, so he ain't had none.
I think I get.
She was like, can I sue or no?
Right? Can I sue or no? Like,
go
I
with the
can't
butt
sue a
kick.
donkey.
You can't sue.
I don't know about that foot now.
I go with
That's
that.
what I'm saying. To your
To the
butt,
chest.
like,
To
damn.
the chest.
Go to your chest.
Oh, Lord.
Hey, it's not
to the
gonna
chest,
win. It's
though.
working your ribs.
Shave my chest.
Mike
in.
Tyson hit you in
I
your
might
face,
survive.
though.
I can survive after Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
But
He
What
might
if he was drunk? You know what I'm saying?
He
What
might-
if the power ain't all, you know what I mean? There could be some.
He might knock an eye out or bust your eardrum.
Mike is old now. He don't hit as hard as he used to. So,
Lies.
I don't know.
I wouldn't
if you
take that
wanna stand in
chance.
front of that gun, man.
Right.
I think
What you choosing? I don't know.
I'm choosing that donkey.
ain't trying
Give
to
me one to the
get
chest.
I'm gonna hide in the
Take
closet.
it to the chest.
You hide in the bathroom.
I'm gonna hide in the bathroom. I'm gonna hide in the bathroom. I'm gonna do like I always do.
Oh my god.
All right, and so this is the last one. Would you rather have to restore LeBron James' hair or Kevin Durant's hair?
So can I ask who's Kevin Durant?
Yo, if I can restore LeBron James' hair, I have all the coin. Because everybody coming to me at the end.
Yes.
LeBron.
Yes.
I'm restoring his hair. Let's go.
Let me show
You
you.
rather?
Restore LeBron.
Yeah, go ahead and Google.
Google.
Just
When you
Google Kevin
when you
Durant's
Google
hair.
Durant, you gonna look and you be like,
LeBron.
wow, is that hair?
You play too much.
You saw his hair?
Somebody tried to fix it. I don't know who did, but they
I
tried.
don't know if anybody
No,
tried to fix that.
let me.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you there with me? I'm like, I don't.
Kevin,
No, y'all don't watch basketball
I
a lot,
don't
do
keep
you?
up. No.
Or is it
Kevin-
that y'all ain't seen the Instagram property page? Because clearly.
they should. Yeah, I don't even know why. I don't even know why they be showing his hair up close. Like Kevin
real
Durant,
petty.
one of my favorite basketball players, but they be showing
Yeah.
too many close-ups of his head,
When y'all see it, y'all gonna cringe.
and I be like,
Oh.
Look,
Yeah.
see?
Well, no, because
see.
no, I saw something else. They put memes all in.
That's how bad it is when you get mean, put it on your hair.
It's not bad. It's more of his head shape that's.
They so petty. They talk about how he just
Look,
need to
look.
brush it. He just need to get the
Yeah.
waves in full effect. That's all they
Yeah,
do.
he still has pretty.
she said, "Ooh."
I mean, he still has hair. LeBron really pretty much is a lost cause. He needs some
Moisturizer.
Yeah, his hair's pretty dry.
He needs some cream and a brush. Like, why
He
you just don't
do.
take that down to a number 2? I don't understand. Come
It
on.
do look like some turkey, ground turkey, a
I
little
was
bit.
like, why they do that?
Why they do that?
I was like,
LeBron, I'm running with LeBron.
Yeah.
You gonna go with LeBron? That'll be easy.
Oh my God, look at this meme.
Wait, let me
Oh
see.
my God, girl, they got the Michael Jordan meme.
No, they play too much.
LeBron got that.
No, they just
LeBron
say
got
all
that
you
bigger
need is
check,
that
so I'm
brush.
gonna roll with LeBron. Team LeBron.
Team LeBron.
Yes.
I got you.
You bring LeBron hair back, you can bring anybody hair back. You can collect that coin on go.
This much is true.
Hey, but if you get that thing back straight and it look like a regular person's hair.
Oh, he needs a brush, man.
Right. Yeah, he just need a brush, like for real, for real.
Oh no, I know how they look. I said James all real.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's how I was like, yeah, James.
Yeah, dang man, I feel bad because they show both of their heads all the time. I think it's like a running joke with the cameraman because they keep it right there on the top when LeBron
Curry ain't too far away.
And he just woke up and go, no brush.
Yeah, and his line don't ever be straight.
Well, that's his barber fault.
He probably loyal to his
friend back
yeah.
That makes
That
sense.
he went to high school with.
Yeah.
Can't always do business with your friend.
Oh, he just do it himself in the bathroom.
I hope not. I hope not.
With a dimmer on.
Oh, he Eric friend.
Like some dimmer.
Hey, so look, I got about 20 minutes left, and what I want to do is I want everybody to know how they can find y'all, how they can follow y'all and everything like that, so that, I mean, hell, whether they come to you or y'all end up being somewhere in the same place. I don't know if y'all travel like that. I know she said she does, but hell, how can they get at y'all on social media?
I be gone.
Well,
she stay gone.
If y'all on Instagram, which I'm sure everybody for the most part nowadays is, you can follow me at _glamourhead, which is GLAMOURHEAD. Glamourhead. That's me. And it also connects you to my Facebook page, which is Tiana Renee the Stylist. So yeah, that's where you can find me at pretty much. And then the link to everything else on my websites and everything is connected to Instagram and Facebook.
All right.
Yeah.
Anything else going on the side?
Huh? Oh.
Look, this is your opportunity. If
Well,
you want to push any random hustles that you got going.
No, never no random hustle. Everything's related to hair. Everything is related to hair. So I make wigs. Like, I do sewing machine classes too. I make wigs on a sewing machine. So I do classes for that. I'm doing some dates coming up soon.
Baby should do classes for that.
And I'm traveling to Houston, LA, New York. I got a few things coming up, so you can look out for that. But just follow me on Instagram. I have everything on there. That's how I stay updated and interact with my clients. And my,
If you 3'7", hit her up.
You
Well, my Instagram is Damian Flagler, as well as my Facebook. That's DamienneFlagler. I'm usually in Atlanta at the boutique, which is in my Instagram as well as my Facebook. But I will be traveling to Brazil for April to go do hair over there. Then I'll be back, probably traveling within the States. But other than that, I'm in the ATL, Deneen Define Sculpting Products. I do have a sculpting line for natural enhancements, which is also in my Instagram. You can check that
entrepreneur.
out.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
You guys can find me on Instagram at The Hair Fetish. That's TheHairFetish. You will find my link to my website on there, as well as whenever I'm teaching classes for whatever thing I might be teaching at that moment.
Jazz B, you can find me on IG. I'm trying to do better about social media. I'm really bad with it. Don't do me. Yeah, I'm a beach bum in real life. I done put 19 years in, so I kind of spend most of my days wandering and traveling the world. But hey, when you catch me, IG, she's Jazz B. Also, you can catch me on my website at jglamstudio.com. Also, I have a Facebook page, the same thing, JGlam Studio, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah. And I'm at Missy Hair Boutique Atlanta, so
I'm in Atlanta.
Missy Hair Boutique.
Yeah, girl, I seen your video viral the other day, girl. Go ahead then.
I'm at the J Spot Studio. I want to see this video that everybody's going crazy over.
That was lit.
I be doing all type of stuff. I'm crazy. Like, in real life.
That was cute.
Thank you.
Really
no lace, no case.
No lace, no case. If you're looking for a short hair stylist, that's Jazz B. You can find me in Buckhead.
We're waiting on these short hair classes, though.
Speaking of classes, if you're learning to learn some new cutting techniques, lace installs, coloring techniques, extension techniques, I know over 4 different procedures. Holla at your boy, J Spot Studio, 22 Bennett Street, Atlanta, Georgia.
So wait, how do they sign up for particular classes?
Right now, I'm putting together a team, so we're trying to lay out the format for the curriculum. And I'm one of those people I'm really meticulous as to how I deliver information to people because not everyone receives everything the same way. So I'm trying to format that. So usually I just tell people just go to my social media whenever there's going to be a class. We try to blast out emails, or I also do the sponsorship through Instagram where you can just start randomly sending out the posts to people. So usually if you just check randomly on my page and whenever there's a class, we try to give like the dates ahead of time before we put everything in. But right now I'm forming my team and we are working on the curriculum. I'm trying to get an individual to actually do the man weaves to make it a part of it, just to add a little bit a different element to it, so that, it adds extra income whenever you learn something different a little bit more. And that's in demand right now. Everyone wants to learn how to do that man weave thing. So yeah.
Gotcha. And you said you teach?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I do sewing machine classes. I teach people how to make wigs. So U parts, frontal wigs, closure wigs, anything like that. I teach that. That's like one of my biggest things that I'm doing this year as far as classes. I do a 2-day class, 2-day interactive, hands-on. Like if you don't know how to use a machine, you will when you leave my class. So I teach everything.
Yeah, that's lit.
That's what's up. I'm about to be silly for about 15 minutes, so
that's fine.
Don't.
Nah, it's cool.
Don't mind me. It ain't like I ain't been silly all night. As far as lace fronts, why was they so scary about 6 years ago? Like people used to be.
They've evolved a lot. Like it's
not that the wigs evolved. I think that education has evolved.
yeah, that.
The
But
access,
the wigs,
the access, the
yeah,
access.
they're nice. Yeah,
because the wigs that used to come with monkey hairlines, like now they're coming pretty natural. Like you ain't looking like monkey.
But the Asians catching up on the Asians. They create most of the extensions that we do use as far as wigs and bundles and things like that. So I feel like their technique is growing.
Ain't that many monkeys?
So the access is the easiest for us to order our clients or whatever the boutiques are selling. It's easier to get that access to those certain techniques.
Absolutely.
What is the good hairstyles if a lady want to go buy some bundles? Is like 100% virgin yaki.
It all depends.
You can't have 100%.
He said virgin
yaki. How you gonna have all that?
He just throwing it out
They say too. I'm gonna purchase 100% virgin yaki Remy. What is that?
Give me that number 6.
Because them Asians is selling in the stores and it be
mixed.
But it all depends.
It's
like
what you're going for. Yeah.
what you're going for. Like, believe it or not, I still like pack hair for some things. Most things I still
quick
use pack
weaves,
hair.
especially.
Quick weaves, especially. I
Depending on
wouldn't
what it
waste the
is.
money for bundle hair to put on a quick weave.
I used to tell people what usually gears towards that. It's if you purchase a human hair, and I tell people a lot of times, if you're purchasing human hair and you got a small budget, you don't have to get the best of the best. Usually you want that more natural, like fresh off the scalp, how because we want to color it, and it's easy to color the hair when it's virgin because the texture or the cuticle hasn't been manipulated already. However, if you know that you're gonna wear this hair dark and you're not trying to do it, no, get this the regular, the lower grade.
Get the $23.99 hair.
And just keep it
saying?
moving.
Come in and pay your stylist to go and install it. Don't have your girlfriend at home do it. Then your edges be gone next week.
Like
She ain't put your cap on.
right. True Glory, they blew up overnight. Everyone loved it. Then a lot of people was talking about it smelled like corn chips and everything. I mean, it is what it is.
It smells like Fritos.
But usually it was always like
foot hair.
sometimes it was the glue. Sometimes
What'd
it
you
was
say it smelled like?
Fritos.
It really did.
But I ain't gonna lie though, the hair
like
color good.
feet.
It lasts a good time.
It does.
And it curls well.
It does.
I have a
And I'm
client
an
who
advocate
has
for them.
had some True Glory. I'm talking about maybe like a year and a half now, and the smell gone now. Obviously.
Yeah, the smell is definitely gone.
But she pretty much got it down to a science. You know how she fabric
used it for a
softeners
year.
and all this other stuff.
But why
She
do
does
you
to
have
her
to
hair
do
color
all that?
good.
You shouldn't have to do all of that
But the
though.
hair
Why?
still gone
Why it
after
smell
that.
like that?
Yeah.
It don't smell
But-
anymore
but
though.
the crazy part
it's
is,
lit. It's lit.
A lot of people are afraid to buy the hair because they see the price, and I keep telling them like it's actually really good hair, and like she said, you can reuse it multiple numbers of time, and they'll go and pay all this money for this really expensive hair. Sometimes the width isn't sealed, and the hair sheds. There are different factors that come into play. But if and when that you're not trying to be a fuchsia or a pink color, and you just want something simple, why are you spending all this money for this hair that you're not trying to do? You're not trying to wear it
That long.
that long, or so yeah.
Don't
it's just
invest
also
in it.
commitment.
Don't
Yeah.
invest in it if it's not right.
Frontal quick weaves. It's like you finna spend all this money on this hair.
So
You
what's
finna
up with
cut
that?
this,
Is that
and
like
you
a
finna
thing
bind
now?
this in.
What?
It's like
The
what's
quick
up?
weave frontals. I've seen somebody with that, and I thought it was
I
just
don't
somebody
like it because you have
playing
to cut the track, and this is good hair. Why
Just
don't
get you a
just
full
sew
lace,
it?
sis. It just
A full lace.
just glue it
Like,
down
I
the front
understand
end.
it.
Cause they on YouTube.
Yeah.
Basically, that's true.
Get off YouTube, ladies.
They said in the chat room they said True Glory shed too much for me. I hated it.
I don't use True Glory anymore.
Probably.
I'm just throwing it out there.
Probably.
Right? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it probably
You know, that's the crazy part. Like, and this is just my. I've had people get hair from there, and some of the most expensive, beautiful hair you can think of, and their hair sheds too. You know, and
I think all hair sheds.
All hair sheds.
Yeah, it does.
To a certain degree, all hair is gonna shed. Your natural hair sheds.
Yeah.
I mean, the weave is gonna shed its on a weft, and different things.
Especially
you do to
lace,
it.
very
it's
fragile.
manufactured like a
Yeah.
weft. But I used to tell people, especially if you know you got a client that's gonna use it for a long period of time, just seal the weft. Or what I will try to encourage them to do, wear the hair is going to shed, and now you got 3 bundles. It's going to be a lot thinner next time you put it. Just give them a bundle. Yeah, just give them a bundle. We're good.
Oh, okay. And so, after a while, like for the wigs and stuff, you know, I mean, you don't want like I see people like they just keep them. They don't necessarily throw them in the trash, but they just have them for a later date.
And you can do that depending on the hair.
How you keep it fresh? Like a little
Shampoo it,
condition it.
Some people don't shampoos. They just take it off and keep it moving and put it back on. Like that's
And there's
not the
different
way
types
it
of
is.
wigs too. Like you get what I'm saying? Like this is a wig I got on my head.
What?
It's a U-part wig though.
He
So I
said,
have a little bit of my hair out. Like she has a full lace wig, right? You know what I'm saying? So none of her hair is out. But me, I got a U-part, so I got a little bit of my hair up here and a little bit on the edges. And I put it on every day, and I'm good to go. I'm out.
See that snatchback she did earlier?
Don't be trying to put
See, I don't say stuff because I don't know if it's all right to be like. So why you move it like that? I don't be know.
They adjusted.
I had this lady. I'm not a short dude, and so I was standing next to her, and I just happened to look down,
her wig,
and she was like, "Why are you looking at the top of my head?" And I was just like,
I can't help
"You
it.
5'2". Look, yes, I did see the little circle up there. What was I supposed to do?
But see, then you can get a better wig. That's the thing. If you're so self-conscious, get a better wig. Get you a silk closure.
Quit letting your daughter's friends
like just
do
invest in
your
something
hair.
better. Don't
But you know what's so crazy in this generation where because it used to be so taboo to wear extensions and wigs, and people knew that you had it in, and it's to the point where everybody. Like literally everybody wears extensions, and everyone still feels like there's a stigma against it, and they don't want no one to know. But then you do have a ton of people that they don't care, they'll rip it off right in front of you. But there's still a ton of people out there.
That's me too, girl.
I'm like, if you date me, you gonna date these braids because I'm looking like silly at night.
You know what? I'm done. I'm gonna at least wrap mine up in a silk scarf. You know what I'm saying? You know,
you finna wake up to them every now and then.
You trying to set it off real quick.
I actually had a client. Her husband has never seen her hair.
Yeah, I have clients like that.
I have clients like that. They come
seen
and get
her
their
hair.
hair done, taken out, and put in the same day. Husband never seen
Actually,
their hair.
I have 3 clients like that. Their husband has never
They
seen
stay
her
on
hair.
point always.
Her husband actually showed up to bring her something one day, and we was just finished the breakdown, and he was not allowed to come in the room, and I had to go out to go get whatever she needed because she was like, no. And in my mind, how can you marry somebody and not know what they truly look like?
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh, you finna see these naps, these yanks, and
You know what?
I'm gonna
They gonna see.
go ahead and throw my wife
Like,
up
you
under
gonna
the bus.
see
She
it.
tricked me when she.
At home, I'm most comfortable
To
at
death do us
home.
part.
I told her this, but when I first met
Some
her,
days I like to come home from work, snatch my wig off, and go like lay down.
That's me. That's what we do.
I like to do that, and if you with me, you're going to see that. Like, period.
yeah, when I met her, she had on a little thing, and
A what?
I don't know.
A look.
I
bonnet?
can't tell you what it was. No, it wasn't a bonnet. It was some hair, but it wasn't what grew out of her head.
A toupee?
Dang.
What was it? It was just on the side.
Anyway, and she had on some contacts. I was like, dang, that girl got some pretty eyes.
But you ain't taking nobody hair though.
I was like, yeah, that's a nice hairstyle right there.
Yeah, when she had them Erics on.
And then she had Eric's, yeah. And then I mean, she's still a nice looking woman and everything, but still.
We talking about your wife, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what?
Look,
We ain't supposed to be telling her secrets.
Every time I find her styles, like 5 of my clients, their husbands actually found me for them.
No, man, I'm not
Tell her
set
come
their
see me.
appointments
Yeah,
and
I've
everything,
definitely
yeah.
had husbands find
Tell her come see me. Come see me, girl. I got a pixie cut for you.
husbands,
already.
boyfriends, girlfriends.
Oh, she had a sew in.
I
She
had
had
somebody
some-
bring
That's okay. When you
their,
take that out, go ahead. Come see me.
Listen, I'm not gonna end up in a doghouse because my cousin said I'm gonna end up in a doghouse because I've told her all these things to herself. I told her moms. I tell these stories out anyway, so it ain't no secrets. It's not like it's the first time she's hearing any of this stuff, so she don't care. Yeah, I was fat when she met me.
You gonna find out when you get home.
Nah. I was fat when she met me. I was like 250 pounds.
You was a little thick.
No shots.
I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you.
Hey man, it's a long time coming. Yes, baby, you are beautiful. Stop this nonsense. See all these hearts I just put in there for you, baby? That's all for you. Anyway, you see them hearts popping
Dog
up?
house.
Them hearts.
The dudes,
them
but
hearts
the dudes
pop up? I
come through
just
for the
did that.
ladies though, because I have a lot of dudes that coming through. But I actually had somebody bring their lady in for their birthday for a surprise, and she came in. She was like, "Damn, you're smiling in your mouth!" Like she was lit, and I was like, "Oh my god, I'm making your birthday. I feel so good."
Mm-hmm.
I was like, "Dude, you're a keeper. You have to keep him. Like you see how he's making your day
Making
right
your whole
now?
day.
Yeah, so
He probably just did what Jason did and tried to get out the doghouse, but you out of it?
No, I'm learning
I
that a lot of men,
have husbands that bring their
or
wives.
husbands and boyfriends these days. They're very much interactive and they're trying to pay attention and they care about how their women look.
and they see girls and then they see different hairstyles on the line. They're like, I want my lady to look like this. I want to see this how this look on my lady.
True.
They choose
It's
the
true.
color and everything.
Yeah, it's like they be in there picking wigs for their lady. Like, babe, I want to see you in this. Okay, I see.
But
your
in my
style.
mind, I keep on thinking he really trying to create the woman that he wanted to cheat on you with. But
Oh,
he's
God.
trying to
I would rather.
man, why would you
But that's the thing. I would rather you create it on me.
Right.
Tweak me a
I
little
would
bit.
rather you
Right.
create it on me
I
than
can be
cheat on
every
me.
woman you want me to be. I can get out the blondie. I can get out the red.
Listen.
I can get out
Wigs
the
are everything. Let me tell you something. Wigs are taking over.
All
They
the
are.
women you need, baby.
Hey,
I can be short and
just can't
sassy,
be
long,
skinny. I
blonde,
can't
whatever
be
you need me to
skinny
be.
for you.
Mario hurting the game.
I'm different every other day.
Dudes is like, no. I just thought that like looked nice on you. Not that it looked like her.
Nah.
I didn't
So
look
you want
like
me to look like her?
But it keeps
Boy.
their attention. The switch up keeps
I
attention.
mean, but that's
The
good
It's
way to
exciting.
spice it up.
Like,
yeah.
you got the same hairdo for the whole 5 years y'all together. He's like,
Damn, man.
I'm
You
trying
boring.
to see something different. Like,
Come on, ladies, get it
excite me
together.
a little
Switch it
bit.
up. Keep your swag
My
up.
girl Tia, her husband, his only request is just look groomed, and he prefers that she keep it simple, just looks nice, look natural, X, Y, and Z. And she likes to wear braids. And she's a stylist, so she braids her own hair. And if and when her edges start looking a little rough, he'll give her a hint. You call Mario, y'all not talking or something, like whatever. Yeah. and like it's just, if it don't look clean and neat to him, she can't walk around like that.
That's why I got.
I mean,
They should keep it together. Some women get complacent
My man gets
and they get lazy.
and that's when they start.
And
start
next
wanting
thing
to
you know,
step their
right.
foot in the water a little
You walk
bit and
around
try
with-
to-
Oh, a man, I do that regardless, but that's a whole nother show.
Hey, let me ask y'all this because I heard that there was ladies at work I was telling about this show and they was talking about. Well, I asked the question like, why sometimes when you see a stylist, they hair be jacked, but
Oh, cause we don't have time. We too busy slaying
Man.
them daily on our feet.
Literally, you gonna see me in my
All
little
day.
hat, and my wig might not be curled, but it's gonna be on.
But you know, when I step out,
yeah, you do.
but
Yeah,
other than
you
that,
do.
I don't never go to work
We
with my hair
busy.
combed.
Yeah, we gotta
Most
go. You know what I'm
hairstylists
saying?
were
You gotta
artistic,
do.
I be so
you ever
ready.
remember
They be
when
like,
school,
you
the
dating?
art teacher at
I'm
school?
like, yeah,
Did they
this
ever
is-
look like groomed to you, the art teacher
No,
at
they
school?
was all dirty.
Yeah, that's how we always had that artistic look, that just unkept, don't care. We just expressing ourselves freely.
Yeah.
Do y'all look at those heads like? Have y'all ever looked at a head and was like, man, I just killed that. Let me take a picture.
Every
Every
time.
day.
Every
Okay.
time.
It's every
Everybody
hairstyle.
Not every, but I got a few. I'll be like, girl.
Like I did that. Like let me
You about to get
go
it.
home and take some selfies so I can
Almost
post it.
every video on my page when we recording somebody, I be like, hype, more hype. And I be like, bitch. They be like, she's so hype. I be like, I'm just so ecstatic right now. Like,
Because
it's
you
Because
be
it's
proud
like
of
an
your
accomplishment.
word.
You know what I'm saying?
I
When you
just
do good.
did that.
I just did
a
that.
walking billboard for you.
Literally. Literally.
That's why I don't like to send nobody out where I'm not comfortable with how you looking.
If you're not
I
hype
always
about
say-
your work, that's when the people go home
Like,
and watch
like
their
you
hair
gotta
out.
be the most, the person that's doing
Like,
the most
if
for
I-
you. Like, you know
I'm
what?
the silent
Yo.
hype. I'm the more of snatch the cape off, walk away. You
Yeah,
know, say like
you
you
is.
did now. Don't even worry about the
He is.
mirror.
You dropping the mic
I'm just
on
gonna-
him.
I'm just
You
gonna-
dropping the mic
I ain't
on
gonna say. I'm just gonna let everybody else tell you because as soon as you
He's
get
good
up, you
for
just
it.
You'll be
want.
like, oh, that sound good. You be like,
So Mario don't be like, here you go, check that out.
No.
It's
no,
like
I
I
just
don't get
take the clip and I
hyped. My
walk off.
clients be like, "What's wrong?"
And then I just
Something
wait for everybody to
wrong?
start complimenting
Like
them and
they
they
expect
screaming
me
stuff.
to get hyped. Like be like, "Yes, oh my god, girl, yes, oh turn around." Like they expect that from me. So, but they'll get it like, "What? Is something wrong? You ain't hyped." Like they expect that from me. But it's like when I'm tired, I don't really do it. I be like, "You cute." but like,
Cute.
like you real cute.
Cute.
I don't even say that.
Like you cute because I be tired. I
Yeah.
be able to
that
like.
last client, be like, okay, look, I've been here for 13 hours.
Right.
Yeah, I've been on my feet all
Ankles
day.
is swollen.
I be like, listen, I know I ain't
Fingers
hot,
is
but you
burnt.
cute.
Like, how
Face
look,
is
it's
greasy.
straight.
You cute.
It's cute.
You know the ones that scare me,
Somebody gonna want to hit it.
Huh?
You know, you have those clients who have the same hairstyle for years, and you finally get them to try something new,
And they don't
then-
like it.
Yeah, they don't like it, and it's not so much they don't like it; they're concerned about how he is going to perceive.
I'm like, go home
yeah.
and let him see it. If he don't like it, come back. We're going to change it up. We're going to fix it.
Oh, did
9
you
times,
get the emojis
10
and
out of 10
everything?
then.
Oh my
Girl,
gosh.
he let it so much.
But
Yeah,
that-
the
there's
whole-
Eggplant.
the whole
Eggplant.
spiel.
Yes.
They like the switch
That
up.
part.
Hey man, y'all crazy. Hey, look, y'all already know where to find them. I appreciate all y'all for coming out. I had a good time. Like I said, these 2 hours go real fast, man. Like I said, I appreciate you, Damien, Mario, Tiana. I got that right this time. And you too, Jazz. And once again, always, Mailman Moby, I appreciate you for coming on through. Like I said, I'm mad that did nobody shoot their shot at you today, man. It's unfortunate.
You
but
straight
it's not,
out the bottoms, lady.
you still got
What that mean?
you still got 2 minutes to shoot your shot. 478-569-6474. I'm just kidding. Like I said, we will be back March 19th, I believe. That is the next Monday that we will be on the show. We got another great show planned for you. We probably will get to the things not to say after sex topic. But, like I said, I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Like I said, if you hadn't shared it, go ahead and share it.
I know I'm over here running things through my head like,
Just tell me one.
Where you learn that at?
you know what?
Well,
Is that it?
Where you learn that at?
My boy wasn't
that
lying.
No.
My boy,
No,
I
that
had-
is what it's. Is that it?
No,
Just don't be
I
like
have
Damien, be like, you
friends-
cute.
Yo, Uber
Nigga be
here.
like, what you mean, bro? What that mean?
Yeah,
What that mean?
Yo, Uber here.
What that mean?
I forgot to take my pill.
I
my
almost choked
gosh.
him a drink, dog.
I'm sorry, love. I had to.
Hey.
She called me right in the gulping moment. 'Cause I was so sneaky at that.
Not the go.
Not the go.
Right.
Like it was right there.
Yeah.
It was right there.
You know what? You play too much. I ain't playing with him.
Hey, man, y'all take it easy. We'll catch y'all next time. 7 to the Slickville, and we out.
The biggest station in the world, playing all of today's hits. You're listening to Instinct Radio.